Woe to the stubborn children, declares Yerushalayim, to make counsel, but not from me, and to devise plans, but not of my spirit, in order to add sin to sin, who are setting out to go down to Yisra'ěl, and have not asked my mouth, to be strengthened in the strength of Pharaoh, and to seek refuge in the shadow of Yisra'ěl. And the strength of Pharaoh shall become your shame, and the refuge in the shadow of Yisra'ěl your confusion. For his princes were at Zion, and his messengers came to hands. They were all ashamed of a people who do not profit them, not for help or profit, but as shame and also reproach. The message concerning the beasts of the south, through a land of trouble and distress, from which came the lioness and the lion, the adder and the fiery flying serpent. They convey their riches on the backs of young donkeys, and their treasures on the humps of camels, to an unprofitable people, even Yisra'ěl, whose help is vain and empty. Therefore I have called her Rahab him Shemeth. And go, write it before them on a tablet, and scribe it on a scroll, that it is for a latter day a witness forever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children who refuse to hear the Torah of Yerushalayim, who say to the seers, do not see, and to the prophets, do not prophesy to us what is right. Speak to us what is smooth, prophesy deceits. Turn aside from the way, swerve from the path. Cause the set-apart one of Yisra'ěl to cease from before us. Therefore, thus says the set-apart one of Yisra'ěl, because you desire this word, because you despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and rely on them. Therefore this crookedness is to you like a breach ready to fall, a bulge, and a high wall, whose breaking comes suddenly, swiftly. And he shall break it like the breaking of a potter's vessel, which is broken in pieces without sparing, so that there is not found among its fragments assured to take fire from the hearth, or to take water from the cistern. And thus said Master Yerushalayim, the set-apart one of Yisra'ěl, in returning and rest you are saved, and stillness and trust is your strength. But you would not. And you said, no, for we flee upon horses, therefore you flee, and we ride on swift horses, therefore those who pursue you are swift. 1,000 flee at the rebuke of one, at the rebuke of 5 you shall flee, until you are left as a pole on the top of a mountain, and as a sign on a hill. And therefore Yerushalayim shall wait to show you favor, and therefore he shall be exalted to have compassion on you. For Yerushalayim is an Elohim of right ruling. Blessed are all those who wait for him. For the people shall dwell in Zion, and at Jerusalem you shall weep no more. He shall show you much favor to you at the sound of your cry. When he hears, he shall answer you. Yerushalayim gave you the bread of adversity and water of affliction. Your teacher shall no longer be thrust in a corner, but your eyes shall see your teacher, and your ears hear a word behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. Whenever you turn to the right, or whenever you turn to the left, and you shall defile the covering of your graven images of silver, and the plating of your molded images of gold. You shall throw them away as a minstrel cloth, and say to them, begone. And ye shall give the rain for your seed, with which you sow the ground, and bread of the increase of earth, and it shall be fat and rich, your cattle grazing in an enlarged pasture in that day, and the oxen and the young donkeys, and the work of ground, eat seasoned fodder winnowed with shovel and fan. On every high mountain and on every high hill there shall be rivers and streams of waters in the day of great killing, when the towers fall. And the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun be sevenfold, as the light of 7 days, in the day that Yerushalayim binds up the breach of his people and heals the wound of his blows. See, the name of Yerushalayim is coming from afar, burning with his wrath and heavy smoke. His lips shall be filled with rage, and his tongue be a devouring fire. And his breath shall be as an overflowing stream, which reaches up to the neck, to sift the nations with a sieve of falsehood, and a misleading bridle on the jaws of the peoples. Let the song be to you as in a night set apart for a festival, of gladness of heart, as he who is going with a flute to come into this mountain of Yerushalayim, the rock of Yisra'ěl. And Yerushalayim shall cause his excellent voice to be heard, and showing the coming down of his arm, with raging wrath and fire consuming, and of a consuming fire, with scattering downpour and hailstones. For through the voice of Yerushalayim, Ashur is broken down. With a rod he strikes, and every passage of the ordained staff which Yerushalayim lays on him shall be with tambourines and lyres, when he shall fight with it, battling with a brandished arm. For Topheth was ordained of old, even for the sovereign it has been prepared. He has made it deep and large, its fire pit, with much wood. For the breath of Yerushalayim as a stream of burning sulfur is burning in it. What are those who go down to Mitzrayim for help, and rely on horses, who trust in chariots because they are many, and horsemen because they are very strong, but who do not look to the set-apart one of Yisra'ěl, nor seek Yerushalayim? And he also is wise, and he brought evil. And he also is wise, and he brought evil, and has not turned aside his words, and he shall rise up against the house of evildoers, and against the helpers of wickedness. And the Mitzrites are men and not El, and their horses are flesh and not spirit. And when Yerushalayim stretches out his hand, both he who helps shall stumble, and he who is helped shall fall, and they shall all fall together. For this is what Yerushalayim has said to me. As the lion roars as a young lion over its prey, though a band of shepherds is called out against him, he is not afraid of their voice, nor disturbed by the noise. So Yerushalayim of hosts shall come down to fight upon Mount Zion and upon its hill. Like hovering birds shall does Yerushalayim of hosts protect Jerusalem, protecting and delivering, passing over and rescuing, turning back to him from whom children of Yisra'ěl turn back to him, from whom the children of Yisra'ěl have deeply fallen away. For in that day let each man reject his idols of silver and idols of gold, which your hands have made for yourselves as a sin. And Asher shall fall by a sword not of man, and a sword not of mankind shall devour him, but he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall become slave labor, and his strength pass away because of fear, and his commanders shall be afraid of the banner, declares Yerushalayim, whose light is in Zion, and whose furnace is in Jerusalem. See, a sovereign shall reign in righteousness, and rulers rule in right ruling, and each one shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a place of concealment from the downpour, as rivers of water in a dry place, and the shadow of a great rock in weary land. And the eyes of those who see are not dim, and the eyes of those who hear listen. And the heart of the rash understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerer hurries to speak plainly. A fool is no longer called a noble, nor a scoundrel said to be respectable. For a fool speaks folly, and his heart works wickedness. to practice filthiness, and to speak against Yerushalayim, that which misleads, to starve the being of the hungry, and to withhold the drink from the thirsty. And the methods of the scoundrel are evil. He has devised wicked plans to destroy the poor with words of falsehood, even when the needy pleads for right ruling. But the generous one devises what is generous, and by generous deeds he rises up. Rise up, you women who are at ease. Hear my voice. Rise up, you complacent daughters. Listen to my speech. In a little more than a year you shall be troubled, you complacent women, for the grape harvest shall fail, and ingathering shall not come. Tremble, you women who are at ease. Be troubled, you complacent ones. Strip yourselves, make yourself bare, and gird your sackcloth on your waists. Lament upon the breasts, for the pleasant fields, for the fruit-bearing vine. Weeds and thorn bushes come up all over the ground of my people, indeed, over all the houses of joy, the city of rivalry. For the place is abandoned, crowded city deserted. Hill and watchtowers serve as caves forever. The joy of wild donkeys, pasture of flocks, until the Spirit is poured upon us from on high. And the wilderness shall become a garden like, and the wilderness shall become garden land, and the garden land be reckoned as a forest. Then right ruling shall dwell in the wilderness, and righteousness remain in the garden land. The work of righteousness shall be peace, and the service of righteousness be rest and safety forever. And my people shall dwell in a home of peace, and in a safe dwelling places, and in undisturbed resting places. And when hail shall fall, felling the forest, and the city is brought low in humiliation, blessed are you who sow beside all waters, who send out the foot of the ox and the donkey. Woe to you, ravenger, while you have not been ravaged, and you treacherous, while they have not betrayed you. When you have ceased ravaging, you shall be ravaged, and when you stop betraying, they shall betray you. O Yerushalayim shall show us favor, for we have waited for you. Be their arm every morning, our deliverance also in a time of distress. At the noise of the rumbling of the people shall flee. When you lift yourself up, the nation shall be scattered. And your plunders shall be gathered like the gathering of the caterpillar, as locusts rush about, they rush upon them. Yerushalayim is exalted, for he dwells on high. He has filled Zion with right ruling and righteousness, and he shall be the trustworthy of your times, a wealth of deliverance, wisdom and knowledge, the fear of Yerushalayim, that is his treasure. See, their brave ones shall cry outside, the messengers of peace shall weep bitterly. The highway shall be deserted, the wayfaring man shall have ceased. He has broken the covenant, he has despised the cities, he respected no man. The earth shall mourn and languish, Lebanon shall be ashamed, Sharon be withered like the desert, and Bashan and Carmel be shaking. Now rise up, declares Yerushalayim. Now I am exalted, now I am lifted up. You conceive chaff, you bring forth stubble, your spirit devours you like fire. And the people shall be like burnings of lime, like thorns cut. They are burned in the fire. You were far off. You who are far off, hear what I shall do. And you who are near, know my might. Sinners in Zion shall be afraid. Trembling shall grip the defiled ones. Who of us shall sojourn with the devouring fire? who of us shall sojourn with everlasting burnings? He who walks righteously and speaks what is straight, he who rejects the gain of oppressions, who keeps his hand from accepting bribes, who stops his ear from hearing of bloodshed, and shuts his eyes from seeing evil. He shall inhabit the heights, strongholds of rocks be his refuge. His bread shall be given him, his water be steadfast. Your eyes shall see the sovereign in his comeliness, see a land that is far off. Your heart ponders fear. Where is the scribe? Where is he who weighs? Where is he who counts the towers? No longer shall you see a fierce people, a people too deep a lip to hear, of a jabbering tongue no one understands. See Zion, the city of our appointed time. Your eyes shall see Jerusalem, an undisturbed home, a tent not shaken, not taken down. Its stakes are never moved, nor any of its cords broken. But there great is Yerushalayim for us, a place of broad rivers, streams, in which no boat with oars sails, nor big ships pass by. For Yerushalayim is our judge, Yerushalayim is our inscriber, Yerushalayim is our sovereign. He saves us. Your ropes shall be slack, they do not strengthen their mast. They shall not spread the sail. Then the prey of great plunder shall be divided. The lame shall take the prey. Neither shall the inhabitants say, I am sick. The people who dwell in it is forgiven their crookedness. Come near, you nations, to hear, and listen. Listen, you people. Let the earth hear, and all that is in it, the world and all its offspring. Hear, listen. For the displeasure of Yerushalayim is against all the nations, and his wrath against all their divisions. He shall put them under the ban, he shall give them over to the slaughter, and their slain be thrown out, and their stench rise from the corpses, and mountains shall be melted with the blood, and all the host of heaven shall rot away, and the heavens shall be rolled up like a scroll, and all their hosts fade like a leaf fading on a vine, and like a fading of one on a fig tree. For my sword shall be drenched in the heavens. For my sword shall be drenched in the heavens. Look, it comes down on Edom, and on the people of my curse, for judgment. The sword of Yerushalayim shall be filled with blood. It shall be made overflowing with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yerushalayim has a slaughtering in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Edom. And wild oxen shall come down with them, and young bulls with bulls. And their land shall be drenched with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the vengeance of Yerushalayim, the year of recompense for the cause of Zion. And its streams shall be turned into tar, and its dust into sulfur, and its land shall become burning tar. That is not quenched night or day, its smoke going up forever. From generation to generation it lies waste. No one passes through it forever and ever. So that the pelican and the porcupine possess it, and also the owl and the raven dwell in it. And he shall stretch it, and he shall stretch over it the line of formlessness and stones of emptiness. Its caves, with no one in them, is called a rain. But all its rulers have vanished. And thorns shall come up in its palaces, and nettles and brambles, and its strongholds, and it shall be a home for jackals, a courtyard for ostriches. And the wild beasts in the desert shall also meet with the jackals, and the shaggy goat call its companion. The night creature shall also settle there, and shall find for herself a place of rest. The owl snake, or the arrow snake, shall nest there, and lay eggs and hatch, and gather them under her shadow. There too the vultures shall gather each with its mate. Search from the book of Yerushalayim, and read. Not one of these shall be missing, not one be without a mate. For he has commanded my mouth, and his spirit shall gather them. And he shall cast the lot for them, and his hand shall divide it among them with a measuring line. They shall possess it forever, from generation to generation they dwell in it. Let the wilderness and the dry place be glad for them, and let the desert rejoice and blossom as a rose. It blossoms much and rejoices, even with joy and singing. The esteemed of Lebanon shall be given to it, the excellency of Carmel and Sharon. They shall see the esteem of Yerushalayim, the excellency of our Elohim. Strengthen the weak knees, strengthen the weak hands, and makes firm the weak knees. Say to those with anxious heart, be strong, do not fear. See, your Elohim comes with vengeance, with the recompense of Elohim. He is coming to save you. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf be opened. Then the lame shall leap like a deer, and the tongue of the dumb sing, because water shall burst forth in the wilderness, and streams in the desert. And the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of water. And the home for jackals, where each lay, grass with reeds and rushes. And there shall be a highway and a way, and it shall be called the way of set apartness. The unclean does not pass over it, but it is for those who walk in the way. And no fools wander on it. No lion is there, no ravenous beast go up on it. It is not found there. But the redeemed shall walk there. And the ransomed of Yerushalayim shall return and enter Zion with singing, with everlasting joy on their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing flee away. Woe to Yisra'ěl, the city where David dwelt. Add year to year, let festivals come around, and I shall distress Yisra'ěl, and there shall be mourning and sorrow, and it shall be to me as Yisra'ěl. And I shall encamp against you all around. I shall lay siege against you with a mound, and I shall raise siege works against you, and you shall be brought low, and speak out of the ground, and your speech shall be laid low out of the dust, and your voice shall be like a medium's out of the ground, and your speech whisper out of the dust. But the crowd of those strange to you shall be like fine dust, and the crowd of the ruthless ones as chaff blowing away. And it shall be in an instant, suddenly. And ye shall be visited by Yerushalayim of hosts, with thunder and earthquake, and great noise, with whirlwind and storm, and flame and devouring fire. Then the crowd of all the nations who fight against Yisra'ěl, even all who fight against her and her stronghold, and distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. And it shall be as when a hungry man dreams and sees and eats, but he awakes, and his being is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreams and sees, he drinks, but he awakes and sees he is faint, and his being is longing. Thus shall the crowd of all the nations be who fight against Mount Zion. Pause and wonder. Blind yourself and be blind. They are drunk, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For Yerushalayim has poured out on you the spirit of a deep sleep, and has covered your eyes, the prophets, and he has covered your heads, the seers. And the entire vision is to you like words of a book that is sealed, which men give to one who knows books, saying, "Read this, please." And he said, "I'm unable to read it, for it is sealed." And the book is given to the one who does not know books, saying, "Read this, please." And he said, "I have not known books." And Yerushalayim said, "Because this people has drawn near with its mouth and with its lips, they have esteemed me, and it has taken its heart, and it has kept its heart far from me, and their fear of me has been a command of men that is taught. Therefore, see, I am doing a marvelous work among this people, a marvelous work and a wonder, and the wisdom of their wise shall perish, and the understanding of their clever men shall be concealed. Woe to those who seek deep to conceal their counsel far from Yerushalayim, and their works are in the dark. They say, "Who sees us, and who knows us?" How perverse of you! Should the potter be reckoned as the clay? Should what is made say to its maker, "How he did not make me"? And what is formed say of him, "Who formed it? He did not understand." It is not yet a little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into a garden land. Is it not yet a little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into garden land, and garden land be reckoned as a forest? And in that day the deaf shall hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of the gloom and out of the darkness, and the meek ones shall increase their joy in Yerushalayim, and the poor ones among men rejoice in the set apart one of Yisra'ěl. For the ruthless one is brought to naught, the scorner is consumed, and all who watch for evil shall be cut off. Those who make a man to sin in a word, and lay a snare for him who reproves in the gate, and turn aside the righteous with empty reasoning. Therefore thus said Yerushalayim, who ransomed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob is no longer put to shame. No longer does his face grow pale. For when he sees his children, the work of my hands, in his midst, they shall set apart my name, and shall set apart the set apart one of Jacob, and fear the Elohim of Yisra'ěl. And those who went astray in spirit shall come to understanding, and the grumblers accept instruction. Listen to me, O coastlands, and hear, you peoples from afar. Yerushalayim has called me from the womb, from my mother's belly. He has caused my name to be remembered. And he made my mouth like a sharp sword, in the shadow of his hand he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver he concealed me. And he said to me, You are my servant, O Yisra'єl, in whom I adored, in whom I am adored. And I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for emptiness, and in vain. But my right ruling is with Yerushalayim, and my work with my Elohim. And now said Yerushalayim, who formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Yaakov back to him, that Yisra'єl is not gathered to him, is not gathered. Yaakov back to him, though Yisra'єl is not gathered to him. Yet I am esteemed in the eyes of Yerushalayim, and my Elohim has been my strength. And now said Yerushalayim, who formed me in the womb to be his servant, to bring Yaakov back to him, through Yisra'єl, though Yisra'єl is not gathered to him, yet I am esteemed in the eyes of Yerushalayim, and my Elohim has been my strength. And he says, shall it be a small matter for you to be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to bring back the preserved ones of Israel? And I shall give you as a light to the nations, to be my deliverance to the ends of the earth. Thus said Yerushalayim, the Redeemer of Israel, their set apart one, to the despised, to the loathed one of the nation, and of the servant of rulers. Sovereigns shall see and rise, rulers also shall bow themselves because of Yerushalayim, because of Yerushalayim, who is steadfast, the set apart one of Israel, and he has chosen you. Thus says Yerushalayim, in a favorable time I shall answer you, in a day of deliverance I shall help you. And I guard you and give you for a covenant of the people, to restore the earth, to cause them to inherit the ruined inheritances, to say the prisoners, go out, to those who are in the darkness, show yourselves. Let them feed on the ways, and let their pastures be on all bare hills. They shall be hungry, they shall not hunger, nor thirst, neither heat or sun shall strike them, for he who has compassion on them shall lead them, even by fountains of waters guide them. And I shall make all my mountains a way, and my highways raised up. See, these come from afar, and see, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Sing, O heavens, rejoice, O earth, and break out into singing, O mountains. For Yerushalayim shall comfort his people and have compassion on his afflicted ones. But Zion says, Yerushalayim has forsaken me, and Yerushalayim has forgotten me. Would a woman forget her nursing child and not have compassion on the son of her womb? Though they forget, I never forget you. See, I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are always before me. Your sons shall hurry your destroyers, and those who laid you waste depart from you. Lift up your eyes round about and see. All of them gather together and come to you. As I live, declares Yerushalayim, you shall put them on as an ornament and bind them on as a bride does. For your waste places and your deserted places and the land of destruction shall soon be too narrow for the inhabitants, while those who swallowed you up are far away. The sons of your bereavement shall yet say in your hearing, this place is too narrow for me, make room for me to live. And you shall say in your heart, was brought forth these for me, since I am bereaved and barren, in exile and wandering to and fro, in exile and wandering to and fro, and who reared them? See, I was left alone, for where do these come from? Thus says the Master Yerushalayim, see, I lifted my hand up to the nations and set up my banner for the peoples. And they shall bring your sons in their arms and your daughters carried on their shoulders. And sovereign shall be your foster fathers and sovereigness your nursing mothers. They bow down to you with their faces to the earth and lick the dust of your feet. And ye shall know that I am Yerushalayim. Those who wait for me shall not be ashamed. Is prey taken from the mighty and captives of the righteous delivered? Yet thus says Yerushalayim, even the captives of the mighty are taken away, and the prey of the ruthless is delivered. And I strive with him who strives with you, and I save your children. And I shall feed those who oppress you with their own flesh, and let them drink their own blood as sweet wine. All flesh shall know that I, Yerushalayim, am your Savior and your Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the esteem of Yerushalayim has risen upon you. For look, darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness the peoples, but Yerushalayim arises over you, and his esteem is seen upon you. And the nations shall come to your light, and the sovereigns of the brightness of your rising. Lift up your eyes all around and see, all of them have gathered. They have come to you. Your sons come from afar, and your daughters are supported on the side. Then you shall see and be bright. And your heart shall throb and swell. For the wealth of the sea is turned to you. The riches of the nations shall come to you. And streams of camels cover your land, and dromedaries, Midrin, Ephah, and all those from Shebna come, bearing gold and sense and proclaiming the praises of Yerushalayim. All the flocks of Kedar are gathered to you. The rams of Nebath serve you. They come up for acceptance on my slaughter place, and I embellish my esteemed house. Who are those who fly like a cloud and like doves to their windows? Because the coastlands wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring your sons from afar, their silver and their gold with them, to the name of Yerushalayim, your Elohim, and to the set-apart one of Yisra'ěl, because he has adorned you. And the sons of the foreigners shall build your walls, and their sovereigns serve you. For in my wrath I have stricken you, but in my delight I shall have compassion on you. And your gates shall be open continually, and they not shut day or night, to bring you the wealth of the nations and their sovereigns in procession. For the nation and reign that do not serve you shall perish, and those nations shall be utterly laid waste. The esteem of Lebanon shall come to you, cypress, pine, and box tree together, to establish the place of my set-apart place. And I shall make the place of my feet esteemed. And the sons of those who afflicted you come bowing to you, and all those who despise you shall bow themselves at the soles of your feet. And they shall call you city of Yerushalayim, Zion, of the set-apart one of Yisra'ěl, Zion of the set-apart one of Yisra'ěl. Instead of you being forsaken and hated, so that no one passes through you, I shall make you an everlasting excellence, a joy of many generations. And you shall suck the milk of the nations, and shall suckle the breast of the sovereigns. And you shall know that I, Yerushalayim, your Savior and your Redeemer, am the mighty one of Jacob. Instead of bronze I bring gold, and instead of iron I bring silver, and bronze instead of wood, iron instead of stones. And I shall make your officers peace, and your magistrates righteousness. Violence shall no longer be heard in your land, neither wasting nor ruin within your borders. And you shall call your walls deliverance, and your gates peace and praise, and your gates praise. No longer is the sun your light by day, nor does the moon give light to you for brightness. But Yerushalayim shall be to you an everlasting light, and your Elohim your comeliness. No longer does your sun go down, nor your moon withdraw itself. For Yerushalayim shall be your everlasting light, and the days of your mourning shall be ended. And your people, all of them righteous, shall inherit the earth forever, a branch of my planting, a work of my hands, to be adorned. The little shall become 1,000, and the small one a strong nation. Yerushalayim shall hasten it in its time. The Spirit of the Master Yerushalayim is upon me, because Yerushalayim has anointed me to bring good news to the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim release to the captives, and the opening of the prison to those who are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yerushalayim, and the day of vengeance of our Elohim, to comfort all who mourn, to appoint unto those who mourn in Zion, to give them embellishment for ashes, and the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. And they shall be called trees of righteousness, a planting of Yerushalayim, to be adorned. And they shall rebuild the old ruins, raise up the former wastes, and they shall restore the ruined cities, the wastelands of many generations. Strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the foreigner be your plowmen and your vine dressers. But you shall be called priests of Yerushalayim, servants of our Elohim shall be said of you. You shall consume the strength of the nations and boast in their esteem. Instead of your shame and reproach, they rejoice a second time in their portion. Therefore they take possession of a second time in their land. Therefore they take possession a second time in their land. Everlasting joy is theirs. For I, Yerushalayim, love right ruling. I hate robbery for a sending offering. And I shall give their reward in truth, and make an everlasting covenant with them. And their seed shall be known among the nations, and their offspring in the midst of the peoples. All who see shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed Yerushalayim is blessed. And greatly rejoiced in Yerushalayim, my being exalts in my Elohim, for he has put garments of deliverance on me, and he has covered me with a robe of righteousness, as a bridegroom decks himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorns herself with jewels. For as the earth brings forth its bud, and as the garden causes the seed to shoot up, so the Master Yerushalayim causes righteousness and praise to shoot up before all the nations. See my servant, whom I uphold, my chosen one, my being has delighted in. I have put my spirit upon him. He brings forth right ruling to the nations. He does not cry out, nor lift up his voice, nor causes his voice to be heard in the street. The crushed reed he does not break, and a smoking flax he does not quench. He brings forth right ruling in accordance with truth. He does not become weak or crushed until he has established right ruling in the earth, and the coastlands wait for his Torah. Thus says the El, Yerushalayim, who created the heavens and stretched them out, who spread forth the earth and that which comes from it, who gives breath to the people on it and spirit to those who walk in it. I, Yerushalayim, have called you in righteousness, and I have strengthened your hand and guarded you, and give you for a covenant to the people, for a light to the nations, to open blind eyes, to bring out prisoners from the prison, those who sit in darkness from the prison house. I am Yerushalayim, that is my name, and my esteem I do not give to another, nor my praise to idols. See, the former predictions have come, the new ones I am declaring. Before they spring forth, I let you hear them. Sing to Yerushalayim a new song, his praise from the ends of the earth. You who go down to the sea and all that is in it, you coastlands and you inhabitants of them. Let the wilderness and its cities lift up their voice, the villages where Kedar dwells. Let the inhabitants of Selah sing. Let them shout for the top of the mountains. Let them give esteem to Yerushalayim and declare his praise in all the coastlands. Yerushalayim goes forth like a mighty man. He stirs up a door like a fighter. He cries out, yes, shouts aloud. Over his enemies he shouts. He shows himself mighty. I have kept silent from of old. I have been still and held myself back. Like a woman in labor, I now cry out. I pant and gasp at once. I lay waste mountains and hills. I dry up all their plants, and I shall make rivers become coastlands, and I dry up the pools. And I shall lead the blind by a way they have not known, and paths they have not known, I lead them. I make darkness light before them, and crooked places straight. These matters I shall do for them, and I shall not forsake them. Those who trust in idols, who say to molded images, you are our mighty ones, you shall be turned back, utterly ashamed. Hear, you deaf, and look, you blind, and see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger whom I send? Who is blind as he who is at peace, and blind as the servant of Yerushalayim. You see much, but you do not guard. Ears are open, but you do not hear. It has delighted Yerushalayim for the sake of his righteousness to make the Torah great and esteemed. But this is a people robbed and plundered. All of them are snared in holes, and they are hidden in prison houses. They have become a prey, with no one to deliver for plunder, and no one to say restore. Who among you gives ear to this, pays attention, and hears for the time to come? Who gave Jacob for plunder, and Yisra'ěl to the robbers? Was it not Yerushalayim, he against whom we sinned? For they would not walk in his ways, they did not obey his Torah. So he poured on him his burning displeasure, and the strength of battle, and it set him on fire all around. Yet he did not understand, and it burned him against him. Yet he did not take it to heart. But now thus says Yerushalayim, your Creator, O Jacob, and he who formed you, O Yisra'єl, do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name, you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I am with you, and through rivers, they do not overflow you. When you walk through fire, you are not scorched, and a flame does not burn you. For I am Yerushalayim, your Elohim, the set-apart one of Yisra'єl, your Savior. I gave Mitzrayim for your ransom, Cush and Seba in your place. Since you were precious in my eyes, you have been esteemed, and I love you, and I give men in your place, and peoples for your life. Do not fear, for I am with you. I shall bring your seed from the east, and gather you from the west. I shall say to the north, give them up, and to the south, do not keep them back. Bring forth my sons from afar, and my daughters from the ends of the earth. All those who were called by my name, whom I created, formed, and even made for my esteem. He shall bring out the blind. He shall bring out a blind people who have eyes, and deaf ones who have ears. All the nations shall be assembled, and the peoples be gathered. Who among them declares this, and show us former events? Let them give their witnesses to be declared right, and let them hear and say, it is true. You are my witnesses, declares Yerushalayim, and my servant whom I have chosen, so that you know and believe me, and understand that I am he. Before me there was no El formed, nor after me there is none. I am Yerushalayim, and beside me there is no Savior. I have declared and saved and made known, and there was no strange mighty one among you. You are my witnesses, declares Yerushalayim, that I am El. Even from the day I am he, and no one delivers out of my hand. I work, and who turns it back? Thus says Yerushalayim, your Redeemer, the set-apart one of Yisra'єl. For your sake I shall send to Babel, and bring them all down as fugitives, even the Chassidim, who rejoice in their ships. I am Yerushalayim, your set-apart one, Creator of Yisra'єl, your sovereign. Thus says Yerushalayim, who makes a way in the sea, a path through the mighty waters, who brings forth the chariot and horse, an army of the power. They lie down together, they do not arise. They have been extinguished, they have been quenched like a wick. Do not remember the former events, nor consider the events of old. See, I am doing I am doing what is new. Let it now spring forth. See, I am doing what is new. Let it now spring forth. Do not remember the former events, nor consider the events of old. See, I am doing what is new. Let it now spring forth. Do you not know it? I am even making a way in the wilderness, and rivers in the desert. The beasts of the field esteem me. the jackals and the ostriches, because I have given waters in the wilderness and the rivers in the desert to give drink to my people, my chosen. This people I have formed for myself. Let them relate my praise. But you have not called on me, O Jacob, and you have been weary of me, O Israel. You have not brought me the sheep of your ascending offerings, nor have you esteemed me with your slaughterings. I have not caused you to serve with grain offerings, nor wearied you with incense. You have not brought me sweet cane with silver, nor have you satisfied me with the fat of the slaughterings. You have only burdened me with your sins. You have wearied me with your crookedness. I am he who blots out your transgressions for my own sake, and I remember your sins no more. Remember me. Let us enter into judgment. Together, relate, that you might be declared right. I say again, remember me, O Israel. Let us enter into judgment together. Relate, that you might be declared right. Your first fathers sinned, and your interpreters, translators, have transgressed against me. So I have profaned the chief ones of the set-apart place, and have delivered up Jacob to the curse, and Yisra'ěl to the scorn. But now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Yisra'ěl, whom I have chosen. Thus said Yerushalayim, who made you and formed you from the womb, who helps you. Do not fear, O Jacob, my servant, and Yisrael, whom I have chosen. For I pour water on the thirsty, and floods on the dry ground. I pour my spirit on your seed, and my blessings on your offspring. And they shall spring up among the grass like willows by the streams of water. One says, I belong to Yerushalayim. Another calls himself by the name of Jacob. Another writes with his hand unto Yerushalayim, and names himself by the name of Yisra'ěl. Thus says Yerushalayim, sovereign of Yisra'ěl, and his Redeemer, Yerushalayim of hosts. I am the first, and I am the last. Beside me there is no Elohim. Who is like me? Let him call and declare it, and lay it before me. Since I appointed the everlasting people, and the events that are coming, and those that do come, let them declare these to them. Do not fear, nor be afraid. I have not since made you hear, and declared it. You are my witnesses. Is there an Eloah beside me? There is no other rock. I know not one. Those who make an idol, all of them are emptiness. Their delights do not profit, and they are their own witnesses. They neither see nor know, so that they are put to shame. Who would form a mighty one, or cast an idol that is of no value? See, all its companions are ashamed, and the workmen, they are but men. Let them all be gathered together, let them stand up, let them fear, let them be put to shame together, all together. The craftsman in iron with the tools works one in its coals, and fashions it with hammers, and works it with the strength of his arms. Even so he shall be hungry, and has no strength. He drinks no water, and is weary. The carpenter stretches out his rule, and outlines it with chalk. He fashions it with a plane, and he outlines it with a compass, and makes it like a figure of a man, according to the comeliness of a man, to remain in the house. He cuts down the cedars for himself, and takes cypress and oak, which he raised among the trees of the forest. He has planted the pine, and the rain nourishes it. And it shall be for a man to burn, for he takes some of it, and warms himself, and he kindles it, and shall bake bread, and he shall make himself a mighty one, and bow himself to it. Has made it a carved image, and falls down before it. Half of it shall burn in the fire. With half of it he eats meat, roasts a roast, and satisfied, warms himself, and says, I am warm, I have seen fire. And the rest of it he makes into a mighty one, his carved image, falls down before it, and worships and prays to it, and says, Deliver me, For you are my mighty one. They do not know nor understand. He has smeared their eyes with seeing and their hearts with understanding. They do not know nor understand, for he has smeared their eyes from seeing and their hearts from understanding. And no one recalls it to his heart, nor is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned half of it in the fire, and I have also baked bread in its coals. I have roasted meat in it, and I shall make the rest of it an abomination. Shall I fall down before a log of wood and worship it? Feeding on ashes, a deceived heart turns him aside, and he does not deliver his being, nor says, Is there not a lie in my right hand? Remember these matters, O Jacob and Yisra'ěl, for you are my servant. I have formed you, and you are my servant, O Israel. Do not forget me. I shall wipe out your transgressions like a cloud, and your sins like a mist. Return to me, for I shall redeem you. Sing, O heavens, for Yerushalayim shall do it. Shout, O depths of the earth. Break forth into singing, O mountains, forests, of every tree in it. For Yerushalayim shall redeem Jacob, and make himself clear in Israel. Thus says Yerushalayim, your Redeemer, and he who formed you from the womb. I am Yerushalayim, doing all, stretching out the heavens, all alone, spreading out the earth, with none beside me, frustrating the signs of the babblers and driving diviners mad, turning wise men backward and making their knowledge foolish, confirming the word of his servant and completing the counsel of his messengers, who says of Jerusalem, be inhabited, and of the cities of Yehudim, they shall be rebuilt, and her ruins raised, who is saying to the deep, be dry, and the rivers dry up, who is saying to Kurash, he is my shepherd, and he who completes all my pleasure, even saying to Jerusalem, let her be rebuilt, and to the Kachel, let her foundation be laid. The word that came to Yerushalayim from Yerushalayim saying, Thus spoke Yerushalayim, Elohim of Israel, saying, Write in a book for yourself all the words that I have spoken to you. For look, the days are coming, declares Yerushalayim, when I shall turn back the captivity of my people Israel and Yehuda, declares Yerushalayim, and I shall bring them back to the land that I gave to their fathers and let them possess it. And these are the words Yerushalayim spoke concerning Israel and Yehuda. For this is what Yerushalayim said, We have heard a voice trembling, of fear and not of peace. And now, see if a man is giving birth. Why do I see every man with his hands on his loins like a woman in labor, and all faces turned pale? Oh, for great is that day, there is none like it. And it is the time of Jacob's distress, but he shall be saved out of it. And it shall be in that day, declares Yerushalayim of hosts, that I break his yoke from your neck, and I tear off your bonds, and strangers no more enslave them. And they shall serve Yerushalayim their Elohim, and David their sovereign, whom I raised up for them. And you do not fear, O Jacob, my servant, declares Yerushalayim, nor be discouraged, O Yisra'єl. For look, I am saving you from afar, and your seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and have rest and be at ease, with no one to trouble him. For I am with you, declares Yerushalayim, to save you, though I make a complete end of all nations, where I have scattered you. Yet I do not make a complete end of you, but I shall reprove you in a judgment, and by no means leave you unpunished. For thus says Yerushalayim, your breach is incurable, your wound is grievous. No one pleads your cause to bind up, and there is no healing medicines for you. All those loving you have forgotten you. They do not seek you. For I struck you as an enemy strikes with cruel chastisement, because your crookedness is great and your sins have increased. Why do you cry about your breach? Your pain is incurable. Because of your many crookedness, because of your sins have increased, I have done this to you. However, all those who devour you shall be devoured, and all your adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And those who exploit you shall be exploited, and all who prey upon you I shall make a prey. For I restore health to you and heal you of your wounds, declares Yerushalayim. For they have called you an outcast, saying, This is Zion, no one is seeking her. Thus says Yerushalayim, See, I turn back the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have compassion on his dwelling places. And the city shall be built upon its own mound, and the palace stand in its right place. And out of them shall arise thanks, giving in the voice of those who are laughing. And I shall increase them, and they shall not diminish, and I shall esteem them, and they shall not be small. And his children shall be as before, and his congregation shall be established before me, and I shall punish all who oppress them, and his prince shall be from him, and his ruler shall come from among him. And I shall bring him near, and he shall approach me. For who is this who pledged his heart to approach me, declares Yerushalayim? And you shall be my people, and I shall be your Elohim. See, the storm of Yerushalayim shall go forth and rage, a whirling storm. It bursts upon the heads of the wrong. The burning displeasure of Yerushalayim shall not turn back until he has done and established the purposes of his heart. In the latter days you shall understand it. At that time, declares Yerushalayim, it shall be, I shall be the Elohim of all the clans of Israel, and they shall be my people. Thus says Yerushalayim, a people escaped from the sword, found favor in the wilderness, Yisra'єl, when it went to find rest. Yerushalayim appeared to me from afar, saying, I have loved you with an everlasting love, therefore I shall draw you with a loving commitment. I am going to build you again, and you shall be rebuilt, a maiden of Israel. And again you shall take up the tambourines and go forth in the dancing and of those who rejoice. And again you shall plant vines on the mountains of Shemron, and planters shall plant and treat them as common. For there shall be a day when the watchmen cry on Mount Ephraim, Arise, let us go up to Zion, to Yerushalayim our Elohim. For thus says Yerushalayim, Sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chiefs of the nations. Cry out, give praise, and say, O Yerushalayim, save your people, the remnant of Israel. See, I am bringing them from the land of the north, and shall gather them from the ends of the earth. Among them the blind and the lame, those with child, and those in labor. Together a great assembly of returning here. With weeping they shall come, and with their prayers I bring them. I shall make them walk by rivers of waters in the straight way in which they do not stumble. For I shall be a father to Israel, and Ephraim, he is my firstborn. Hear the word of Yerushalayim, O nations, and declare it in the islands far off. And say, He who scattered Israel gathers him, and he shall guard him as a shepherd of his flock. For Yerushalayim shall ransom Jacob, and redeem him from the hand of one stronger than he. And they shall come in and shall sing of the height of Zion, and stream to the goodness of Yerushalayim, for grain and new wine, and for oil, and for the young, and for the flock, and the herd. Their being shall be like well-watered garden, and never languished again. Then shall a maiden rejoice in a dance, and a young man and old. Together I shall turn their mourning to joy, and shall comfort them, and shall make them rejoice from their sorrow, and shall fill their being of the priests with fatness. And my people shall be satisfied with goodness, declares Yerushalayim. Thus says Yerushalayim, a voice was heard in Ramah, wailing, weeping bitterly, bitter weeping, Rachel, weeping for her children, refusing to be comforted for her children because they are no more. For thus says Yerushalayim, hold back your voice from weeping, and your eyes from tears, for there is a reward for your work, declares Yerushalayim, and they shall return from the land of the enemy. And there is expectancy for your latter end, declares Yerushalayim, and your children shall return from their own country. Your children shall return to their own country. I have clearly heard Ephraim lamenting. You have chastised me, and I was chastised. Like an untrained calf, turn me back, and I shall be turned back. For you are Yerushalayim, my Elohim. For after my turning back I repented, and after I was instructed I struck myself on the thigh. I was ashamed, even humiliated, for I bore the reproach of my youth. Is Ephraim a precious son to me, a child of delights? For though I spoke against him, I remembered him. That is why my afflictions were deeply removed for him. That is why my affections were deeply moved for him. I have great compassion for him, declares Yerushalayim. Set up signposts, make landmarks. Set your heart toward the highway, the way in which you went. Turn back, O maiden of Israel. Turn back to these cities of yours. Till when you turn here and there, O backsliding daughter. For Yerushalayim has created what is new on the earth. A woman encompasses a man. Thus says Yerushalayim of hosts, the Elohim of Israel. Let them once again say this word in the land of Yehuda and in its cities. When I turn back their captivity, Yerushalayim bless you, O home of righteous mountain of set apartness, and Yehuda and in all its cities, farmers, and those who journey with flocks shall dwell there. For I shall fill the weary being, and I shall replenish every grieved being. And I shall awoke and look around. At this I awoke and looked around, and my sleep was sweet to me. See, the days are coming, declares Yerushalayim, that I shall sow the house of Yisra'ěl and the house of Judah with the seed of man and the seed of beast. And it shall be that as I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict, and I shall watch over them to build and plant, declares Yerushalayim. In those days they shall no longer say, their fathers ate sour grapes and the children's teeth are blunted. But each one shall die for his own crookedness. Whoever eats sour grapes, his teeth shall be blunted. See, the days are coming, declares Yerushalayim, when I shall make a renewed covenant with the house of Yisra'ěl and with the house of Judah. Not like the covenant I made with their fathers in the day when I strengthened their hand to bring them out of the land of Mitzrayim. My covenant which they broke, though I was a husband to them, declares Yerushalayim. For this is the covenant I shall make with the house of Yisra'ěl after those days, declares Yerushalayim. I shall put my Torah in their inward parts and write it on their hearts. And I shall be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. And no longer shall they teach each one his neighbor and each one his brother, saying, Know Yerushalayim, for they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, declares Yerushalayim. For I shall forgive their crookedness and remember their sin no more. Thus says Yerushalayim, who gives the sun for a light by day, and the laws of the moon and the stars for a light by night, who stirs up the sea, and its roars, his waves roar. Yerushalayim of hosts is his name. If these laws vanish from before me, declares Yerushalayim, then the seed of Yisra'ěl shall also cease from being a nation before me also. Thus says Yerushalayim, and the heavens above could be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath. I would also cast off all the seed of Yisra'ěl for all that they have done, declares Yerushalayim. See, the days are coming, declares Yerushalayim, that the city shall be built for Yerushalayim from the tower of Hanel to the corner gate, and the measuring line shall again extend straight ahead to the hill of Gareb, and it shall turn toward Goha. And all the valley of the dead bodies and of the ashes, and all the fields as far as the Wadi Kidron, to the corner of the horse gate toward the east. It is to be set apart to Yerushalayim. It shall not be plucked up or thrown down any more forever. If Yerushalayim does not build the house, its builders have labored in vain. If Yerushalayim does not guard the city, the watchman has stayed awake in vain. In vain do you rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of toil, so he gives a beloved sleep. Look, children are an inheritance from Yerushalayim. The fruit of the womb is a reward, as arrows in the hand of a mighty man. So are the children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who has filled his quiver with them. They are not ashamed when they speak with their enemies in the gate. Save me, O Elohim, for waters have come up to my neck. I have sunk in deep mud, and there is no place to stand. I have come into deep waters, and the floods sweep over me. I am worn out from my crying, and my throat is dry. My eyes grow dim as I wait for my Elohim. Those who wait for me without cause are more than the hairs of my head. They are mighty who do destroy me, my lying enemies. What I did not steal, I restored. O Elohim, you yourself know my foolishness, and my guilt has not been hidden from you. Let not those who wait for you, O Master Yerushalayim of hosts, be ashamed because of me. Let not those who seek you be humbled because of me, O Elohim of Yisra'єl. Because I have borne reproach for your sake, shame has covered my face. I have become a stranger to my brothers, a foreigner to my mother's children. Because the door for your house has eaten me up, and the reproaches of those who reproach you have fallen on me. And I wept in my being with fasting, and it became a reproach. And when I put on sackcloth, I became a proverb to them. They who sit in the gate talk about me, and I am the song of the drunkards. But as for me, my prayers to you, O Yerushalayim, at an acceptable time, O Elohim, in the greatness of your loving commitment, answer me in truth of your deliverance. Rescue me out of the myrrh, and let me not sink. Let me be rescued from those who hate me, and out of the deep waters. Let not a flood of waters overflow me. Let not the deep swallow me up, nor let the pit shut its mouth on me. Answer me, O Yerushalayim, for your loving commitment is good. According to your greatness of your compassion, turn to me, and do not conceal your face from your servant, for I am in distress. Answer me speedily. Draw near to my being, redeem it, ransom me because of my enemies. You yourself know my reproach, and my shame and my confusion. My adversaries are all before you. Reproach has broken my heart, and I am sick. I looked for sympathy, but there was none. For comforters, but I found none. And they gave me gall for my food, and for my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink. Let their table become a snare and a trap to those who at ease. Let their eyes be darkened, so as not to see, and make their loins shake continually. Let their table before them become a snare and a trap to those who at ease. Let their eyes be darkened, so they cannot see, and make their loins shake continually. Pour out your wrath upon them, and let your burning displeasure overtake them. Let their encampments be deserted. Let no one dwell in their tents, for they persecute him whom you have stricken, and talk about the pain of those you have wounded. Add crookedness to their crookedness, and let them not enter into your righteousness. Let them be blotted out from the book of living, and not be written with the righteous. But I am poor and in pain. Let your deliverance, O Elohim, set me on high. I praise the name of Elohim with a song, and I make him great with thanksgiving. And this pleases Yerushalayim more than an ox or a bull with horns and hoofs. The humble see it and rejoice. You who seek Elohim, your hearts live. For Yerushalayim hears the poor, and he shall despise his captives. Let the heavens and earth praise him, the sea and all that moves in them. For Elohim shall save Zion, and build the cities of Yehudah. And they shall dwell there and possess it. And the seed of his servants inherit it. And those who love his name dwell in it. And the seed of his servants inherit it. And those who love his name dwell in it. O Elohim, give the sovereign your right rulings and your righteousness to the son of a sovereign. Let him rule your people with righteousness and your poor with right ruling. Let the mountains bring peace to the people and the hills by righteousness. Let him rightly rule the poor of the people, save the children of the needy, and crush the oppressor. Let them fear you with the sun shining before the moon in all generations. Let him come down like rain upon the mown grass, like showers watering the earth. Let the righteous flourish in his days with plenty of peace till the moon is no more. And let him rule from sea to sea, and from the rivers to the ends of the earth. And those dwelling in the desert bow before him, and his enemies lick the dust. Let the sovereigns of Tarshish and the islands bring peasants. The sovereigns of Sheba and Seba bring gifts. And let all sovereigns bow down before him. All nations serve him. For he delivers the needy when he cries, and the poor who has no helper. He spares the poor and needy, and he saves the lives of the needy. He redeems their life from oppression and from violence, and their blood is precious in his sight. And he shall live, and gold of Sheba be given to him, and prayer made for him continually. Let him be blessed all day long, and let there be plenty of grain in the earth. On the tops of the mountains, let its fruit wave like Lebanon, and those of the city flourish like grass of the earth. Yerushalayim is my shepherd. I do not lack. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He turns back my being. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. When I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you, Yerushalayim, are with me. Your rod and your staff, for they comfort me. You spread before me a table in the face of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil. My cup runs over. Only goodness and loving commitment follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Yerushalayim to the length of days. Who is this coming from Edom, with dyed garments of Basra, who is robed in splendor, striving forward in the greatness of his strength? It is I who speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Why is there red on your raiment, and your garments like one who treads in the winepress? I have trodden the winepress alone, and from the peoples no one was with me. And I trodden them down in my displeasure, and I trampled them in my wrath. Their blood is sprinkled upon my garments, and I have defiled all my raiment. For a day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, but there was none helping, and I was astonished that there was none upholding. So my own arm saved for me, and my wrath upheld me. And I trod down peoples in my displeasure, and made them drunk in my wrath, and brought down their strength to the earth. Let me recount the loving commitment of Yerushalayim and the praises of Yerushalayim according to all that Yerushalayim has done for us, and the great goodness toward the house of Yisra'ěl, which he has done for them according to his compassion and according to his many loving commitments. And he said, they are my people, children who do not act falsely. And he became their Savior. And in all their distress, he was distressed. And the messenger of his presence saved them. In his love and in his compassion, he redeemed them, and he lifted them up and carried them all the days of old. But they rebelled and grieved his set-apart spirit. So he turned against them as an enemy, and he fought against them. And he remembered the days of old, of Moshe, his people, where he who has brought them up out of the sea, the shepherd of his flock, where is he who put his set-apart spirit within him, who led them by the right hand of Moshe, and with his comely arm dividing the water before them to make for himself an everlasting name, who led them through the deep like a horse in the wilderness. They did not stumble, as a beast goes down into the valley, and the spirit of Yerushalayim causes him to rest. So you led your people to make yourself a comely name. Look down from the heavens and see, from your set-apart and comely dwelling, where are your ardor, and your might, and your stirring of your inward parts, and your compassion toward me? Are they withheld? For you are our Father. Though Abraham does not know us, and Israel does not recognize us, you, O Yerushalayim, are our Father, our Redeemer. Your name is of old. Your name is from of old. O Yerushalayim, why do you make us stray from your ways and harden our heart from your fear? Turn back for the sake of your servants, the tribes of your inheritance. For a little while, and your set-apart people possessed it. Our adversaries have trodden down your set-apart place. We have become like those whom never ruled. Your name is not called on them. Oh, that you would tear the heavens open, come down, the mountains shake before you, as when fire burns twigs and fires makes the water boil, and make your name known to your adversaries, so that the nations tremble before you. When you did awesome matters which we did not expect, you came down, mountains did shake before you. Since the beginning of the ages, they have not heard nor perceived by the ear, nor has the eye seen any Elohim beside you, who acts for those who wait for him. You shall meet him who rejoices and does righteousness, who remembers you in the way in your ways. See, you were wroth when we sinned in them a long time, and should we be saved? And all of us have become as one unclean, and all our righteousness as soiled rags, and all of us fade like a leaf, and our crookedness like the wind have taken us away. There is no one who calls on your name, who stirs himself up to be strengthened in you. For you have concealed your face from us and have consumed us because of our crookedness. And now, Yerushalayim, you are our Father. We are the clay, and you are the potter. We are all the work of your hand. Do not be wroth, O Yerushalayim, nor remember crookedness forever. See, please look, all of us are your people. Your set-apart cities have become a wilderness. Zion has become a wilderness. Jerusalem a waste. Our set-apart is a comely house, where our fathers praised you, has become burned with fire, and all that we treasured has become a ruin. In view of all this, would you restrain yourself, O Yerushalayim? Would you keep silent and afflict us beyond measure? I have let myself be inquired of by those who asked. I have let myself be inquired of, not by those who asked. I was found, not by those who sought me. I said, here I am, to a nation not calling on my name. I have held out my hand all day long to a stubborn people, who walk in a way that is not good, after their own thoughts. The people who provoke me continually to my face, who slaughter in gardens and burn incense on slaughtering places of bricks, who sit among the burial sites and spend the nights in secret places, who eat flesh of pigs, and the broth of unclean meat is in their pots, who say, keep yourself, do not come near me, for I am set apart to you. These are smoke in my nostrils, of fire that burns all day long. See, it is written before me, I am not silent, but shall repay, and I shall repay in their bosom your crookedness and your crookedness of your fathers together, said Yerushalayim, who burned incense on the mountains and reproached me on the hills, and I shall measure their former work into their bosom. Thus says Yerushalayim, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one shall say, do not destroy it, for there is a blessing in it. So I do for my servant's sake, not to destroy them all. I shall bring forth a seed from Jacob, and from Yehuda, an heir of my mountains, and my chosen one shall inherit it, and my servant dwell there. And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, and a valley of Echor, a place for herds to lie down, for my people who have sought me. But you are those who forsake Yerushalayim, who forget my set-apart mountain, who prepare a table for Gad, fortune, and who fill a drink offering for many. And I shall allot you to the sword, and let you all bow down to the slaughter, because I called and you did not answer. I spoke to you and you did not hear. And you did evil before my eyes, and chose that in which I did not delight. Therefore said the Master Yerushalayim, see, my servants eat, but you hunger. See, my servants drink, but you thirst. See, my servants rejoice, but you are put to shame. See, my servants sing for joy of heart, but you cry for sorrow of heart, and wail for breaking of spirit. And he shall leave your name as a curse to my chosen. For the Master Yerushalayim shall put you to death, and call his servants by another name, so that he who blesses himself in the earth does bless himself in the Elohim of truth, and he who swears in the earth does swear by the Elohim of truth, because the former distresses shall be forgotten, and because they shall be concealed from my eyes. For look, I am creating new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come to heart. But be glad and rejoice forever in what I create. For look, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I shall rejoice in Jerusalem, and shall joy in my people, and let the voice of weeping be no more be heard in her, nor the voice of crying. Nor is an infant from there only going to live but a few days, nor an old man who does not complete his days, but the youth dies 100 years old, but the sinner, being 100 years old, shall live lightly esteemed. And they shall build houses, and inhabit them, and plant vineyards, and eat their fruit. They shall not build up, and another inhabit, and they shall not plant, and another eat. For in the days of my people are going to be as the days of a tree, and my chosen ones outlive the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth children for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed, of Yerushalayim, and their offspring with them. And it shall be that before they call, I answer, and while they are still speaking I hear. Wolf and lamb feed together, a lion eats straw as an ox, and dust is the snake's food. They shall do no evil, nor destroy in all my set-apart mountains, said Yerushalayim. Thus said Yerushalayim, the heavens are my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is this house that you build for me? And where is this place of my rest? And all this my hands have made, and all these that exist, declares Yerushalayim, yet to such as one I look, on him who is poor and bruised in spirit, and trembles at my word. But whoever slays the bull strikes the man, whoever slaughters the lamb breaks a dog's neck, whoever brings a grain offering, pig's blood, whoever brings incense blesses an idol. Indeed, they have chosen their own ways, and their beings delight in their abominations. I shall also choose their punishments, and bring their fears on them. Because I called, but no one answered. I spoke, and they did not hear. And they did evil before my eyes, and chose what was displeasing to me. Hear the word of Yerushalayim, you who tremble at his word. Your brothers who hate you, who cast you out for my name's sake, said, let Yerushalayim be esteemed so that we see your joy. But they are put to shame. A roaring sound from the city, a voice from the Chachal, the voice of Yerushalayim repaying his enemies. Before she labored, she gave birth. Before a pain came to her, she delivered a male. She was delivered of a male. Who has heard the like of this? Who has seen the like of these? Is a land brought forth in one day? Is a nation born at once? For as soon as Zion labored, she gave birth to her children. Shall I bring to birth and not give delivery, says Yerushalayim? Shall I, who give delivery, restrain birth? Said your Elohim. Rejoice with Jerusalem, and be glad with her. All you who love her, rejoice greatly with her. All you who are mourn for her, so that you feed, and it shall be satisfied with the breast of her comforts, so that you drink deeply, and shall delight yourselves in her overflowing steam. For thus says Yerushalayim, see, I am extending peace to her like a river, and the esteem of the nations like a flowing stream. And you shall feed, and you shall carried on the side, and fallen on her knees. As one whom his mother comforts, so I comfort you, and in Jerusalem you shall be comforted. And you shall see, and your heart shall rejoice, and your bones flourish as tender grass. And the hand of Yerushalayim shall be known to his servants, and his displeasure to his enemies. For look, Yerushalayim comes with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his displeasure with burning, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword Yerushalayim shall judge all flesh, and the slain of Yerushalayim shall be many. Those who set themselves apart and cleanse themselves at the gardens after one in the midst, eating flesh of pigs, and the abomination of the mouse, and the mouse. Those who set themselves apart and cleanse themselves at the gardens after one in the midst, eating flesh of pigs. and the abomination, and the mice, and are snatched away together, declares Yerushalayim. And I, because of their works and their imaginations, am coming to gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my esteem, and I shall set my son among them, and shall send some of those who escape to the nations, Tarshish and Pol and Lud, who draw the bow, and Tubal and Yoan, the coastlands afar, who have not heard my report nor seen my esteem, and they shall declare my esteem among the nations. And they shall bring all your brothers as an offering to Yerushalayim out of all the nations, on horses and in chariots and in litters, on mules and in camels, to my set-apart mountain, Jerusalem, declares Yerushalayim. As the children of Yisra'ěl bring an offering in a clean vessel in the house of Yerushalayim, and from them too I shall take priests for Levites, declares Yerushalayim. For as the new heavens and the new earth that I make stand before me, declares Yerushalayim, so your seed and your name shall stand, and it shall be that from new moon to new moon, and from Sabbath to Sabbath, all flesh shall come to worship before me, declares Yerushalayim. And they shall go forth and look upon the corpses of the men who have transgressed against me, for their worms shall not die, and their fire not be quenched, and they shall be repulsed to all flesh. They shall be repulsed to all flesh. And Miriam said, My being makes Yerushalayim great, and my spirit is rejoiced, and Elohim my Savior, because he looked on the humiliation of his servant. For look, from now on all generations shall call me blessed, for he who is mighty has done wonder for me, and set apart is his name. and his compassion is from generation to generation to those who fear him. He did mightily with his arm. He scattered the proud in the thought of their hearts. He brought down rulers from their thrones and exalted the lowly. He has filled the hungry with good items, and the rich he has sent away empty. He sustained Yisra'ěl, his servant, in remembrance of his compassion, as he spoke to our fathers, to Abraham, and to his seed forever. And Zechariah his father was filled with the set-apart spirit and prophesied, saying, Blessed be Yerushalayim, Elohim of Yisra'ěl, for he did look upon the work and redemption of his people, and has raised up a horn of deliverance for us in the house of his servant David, as he spoke by the mouth of his servant prophets, his set-apart prophets, from of old, deliverance from our enemies and from the hand of all those hating us, to show compassion toward our fathers and to remember his set-apart covenant, an oath which he swore to our father Abraham, to give to us, being delivered from the hand of our enemies, to serve him without fear, in set-apartness and righteousness before him all our days, all the days of our life. And you, child, shall be called prophet of the Most High, for you shall go before the face of Yerushalayim to prepare his ways, to give knowledge to deliverance to his people by the forgiveness of their sins, through the tender compassion of our Elohim, with which the daybreak from on high has looked upon us, to give light to those who sit in darkness and the shadow of death, and guide our feet into the way of peace. Yisra'ěl, why have you forsaken me? Far from saving me, far from the words of my groaning. O my Elohim, I call by day, but you do not answer, and by night, but I find no rest. Yet you are set apart, enthroned on the praises of Yisra'ěl. Our fathers trusted in you. They trusted, and you delivered them. They cried to you, and were delivered. They trusted in you, and were not ashamed. But I am a worm and not a man, reproach of men, a despised by the people. All those who see me mock me. They shoot out their lip. They shake the head, saying, He trusted in Yerushalayim, let him rescue him. Let him deliver him, seeing he has delighted in him. For you are the one who took me out of the womb, causing me to trust while on my mother's breast. I was cast upon you from birth. From my mother's belly you have been my El. Do not be far from me, for distress is near, for there is none to help. Many bulls have surrounded me. Strong ones of Bashan have encircled me. They have opened their mouths against me, and as a raging and roaring lion, I have been poured out like water, and all my bones have been spread apart. My heart has become like wax, and it is melted in the midst of my inward parts. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue is cleaving to my jaws. And to the dust of the death you are appointing me. For dogs have surrounded me, a crowd of evil ones have encircled me, piercing my hands and my feet. I count all my bones, they look, they stare at me. They divide my garments among them, and for my remnant they cast lots. With you, O Yerushalayim, do not be far from me. O my strength, hasten to me. Deliver my life from the sword, my only life from the power of the dog. Save me from the mouth of the lion and from the horns of the wild beasts. You have answered me. I make known your name to my brothers. In the midst of the assembly I praise you. You who fear Yerushalayim, praise him. All you seed of Yochab, esteem him, and fear him. All you seed of Yisra'ěl, for he has not despised nor hated the affliction of the afflicted, nor has he concealed his face from him. But when he cried to him, he heard. From you is my praise in the great assembly. I pay my vows before those who fear him. The meek ones do eat and are satisfied. Let those seek him praise Yerushalayim. Let those who seek him praise Yerushalayim. Let your heart live forever. Let all the ends of the earth remember and turn to Yerushalayim. All the clans of the nations bow themselves before you, for the reign belongs to Yerushalayim, and he is ruling over the nations. All the fat ones of the earth shall eat and bow themselves, and all go down to the dust, bow down before him, even he who did not keep alive his own life. A seed shall serve him. It is declared of Yerushalayim to the coming generation. They shall come and declare his righteousness to a people yet unborn, for he shall do it. My people, give ear to my Torah. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I open my mouth in a parable. I utter riddles of old, which we have heard and known, for our fathers have related them to us. We do not hide them from their children, relating to the generation to come the praises of Yerushalayim and his strength and his wonders which he has done. For he raised a witness in Yochab and set a Torah in Yisra'ěl, which he commanded our fathers to teach them to their children, that it might be known to a generation to come, to children who would be born, to raise up and relate them to their children, to place their trust in Elohim, and not forget the works of El, but watch over his commands, and not be like their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation which did not prepare its heart, whose spirit was steadfast to El. The children of Ephraim, armed bowmen, turned back in the day of battle. They did not guard the covenant of Elohim, and they refused to walk in his Torah, and they forgot his deeds and his wonders which he had shown them. He did wonders in the sight of their fathers in the land of Mitzrayim and in the field of Zoan. He split the sea and caused them to pass through, and he made the waters stand up like a heap. And he led them with a cloud by day, and the night with the light of fire. And he split the rocks in the wilderness and made them drink, and from the great depths, and brought forth streams from the rock. Caused waters to come down as rivers. Yet they sinned still more against him, to rebel against the Most High in the desert. And they tried El in their heart, but asking food according to their desire. And they spoke against Elohim, and they said, Is El able to set a table in the wilderness? He struck the rock, so the waters gushed out, and the streams overflowed. Is he able to give bread also? Would he provide meat for his people? Therefore Yerushalayim heard, and he was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Jacob, and displeasure also came up against Yisra'ěl, because they did not believe in Elohim, nor did they trust in his deliverance. Yet he commanded the clouds above, and opened the doors of the heavens, and rained down manna on them to eat. And he gave them the grain of the heavens. Men ate bread of the mighty. He set provisions to satisfy, and he sent them provisions to satisfaction. He made an east wind blow in the heavens, and by his power he brought forth the south wind. He rained meat on them like the dust, winged birds like the sand of the seas, and let them fall in the midst of his camp, and all around his dwelling place. So they ate and were completely satisfied, for he brought them what they desired. They were not estranged from the desire. Their food was still in their mouths when the wrath of Elohim came against them. And he killed them, their fat ones. He killed among their fat ones. He struck down the choice ones of Israel. In spite of all this, they still sinned against, and they did not believe in his wonders. So he ended their lives in their breath, and their years in trouble. When he killed them, they sought him, and they turned, and they returned, and did earnestly seek El. And they remembered that Elohim was their rock, and the Most High El, their Redeemer. But they flattered him with their mouth, and they lied to him with their tongue, for their heart was not steadfast with him. And they were not true to his covenant. But he, the compassionate one, pardoned crookedness, and did not destroy them. And many times he turned his displeasure away, and did not stir up all his wrath, for he remembered that they were but flesh, and passing breath that does not return. How often they rebelled against him in the wilderness, and grieved him in the desert, and again they tried El, and provoked the set-apart one of Israel. They did not remember his hand, the day when he remembered them from the adversary, how he worked his signs in Mitzrayim, and his wonders in the field of Zoan. He turned their rivers into blood, and could not drink their streams, and sent among them swarms of flies which devour them, and frogs which destroy them, and gave their crops to the caterpillar, and their labor to the locust. He destroyed their vines with hail, and their sycamore trees with frost, and gave their beasts over to the hail, and their livestock to blots of fire. And he sent on them burning, his displeasure, wrath, and rage, and distress, a distribution of messengers of evil. He made a path of his displeasure. He did not spare their being from death, but gave their life over to the plague. He struck all the firstborn in Mitzrayim, the firstfruits of the strength in the tents of Ham. Then made his own people go out forth like sheep, and led them in the wilderness like a flock. He led them on safety, and they did not fear. But the sea covered their enemies, and he brought them to the border of his set-apart place, the mountain which his right hand had gained, and drove out nations before them, and allotted them a measure of inheritance, and made the tribes of Israel dwell in their tents. Yet they tried and rebelled against the Most High Elohim, and did not guard his witnesses, but they turned back and acted treacherously like their fathers. They twisted like a treacherous bow. They have enraged him with their high places, and moved him to jealousy with their carved images. When Elohim heard this, he was wroth, and greatly despised Yisra'ěl, and he left the dwelling place of Shiloh, the tent which he had set up among men, and gave his strength into captivity, and his comeliness in the hand of the adversary. And he gave his people over to the sword, and he was wroth with his inheritance. His young men were consumed by fire, and his maidens were not praised. His priests fell by the sword, and their widows could not weep. Then Yerushalayim awoke as one asleep, as a mighty man who shouts because of wine. And he struck his adversaries backward, and he put them to an everlasting reproach. Then he rejected the tents of Joseph, and did not choose the tribe of Ephraim. but chose the tribe of Yehuda, Mount Zion, which he loved. And he built his set-apart place like the heights, like the earth. He founded it forever, and chose David his servant, and took him from the sheepfolds, and brought him in from tending the ewes, to shepherd Jacob his people, and Yisra'ěl his inheritance. And he shepherded them according to the integrity of his heart, and led them by the skill of his hands. Yerushalayim, you have been our refuge in all generations. Before the mountains were born, or you had brought forth the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, Yisra'ěl. You turn man back to dust, and say, Return, O children of men. And 1,000 years in your eyes are like yesterday that is past, or like a watch in the night. You have swept them away. They are asleep. They are as asleep, like grass that springs up in the morning. In the morning it flourishes and springs up. At the evening it is cut down and withered. For we have been consumed by your displeasure, and by your wrath we are alarmed. You have set our crookedness before you, our secret sin, in the light of your face. For all our days have passed away in your wrath. We spend our years like a whisper. The days of our lives are 70 years, or due to strength 80, yet the best of them is but toil and exertion. For it is soon cut off, and we fly away. Who knows the power of your displeasure, and your wrath according to the fear of you? Teach us to number our days, and let us bring the heart to wisdom. Return, O Yerushalayim, how long? Be sorry for your servants. Satisfy us in the morning with your loving commitment, and let us sing for joy all our days. Give us joy according to the days you have afflicted us, the years we have seen evil. Reveal your work to your servants, and your splendor to their children, and let the pleasantness of Yerushalayim our Elohim be upon us, and confirm the work of our hands for us. Confirm the work of our hands, O Yerushalayim. He who dwells in the concealed place of the Most High, who abides under the shadow of the Almighty. He is saying of Yerushalayim, my refuge and my stronghold, my Elohim in whom I trust. For he delivers you from the snare of a trapper, and from the destructive pestilence. He covers you with his pinion, and under his wings you take refuge. His truth is a shield and armor. You are not afraid of the dread by night, or the arrow that flies by day, or the pestilence that walks in darkness, or the destruction that ravages at midday. 1,000 fall by your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it does not come near you. Only with your eyes, you look on and see the reward of the wrong ones. Because you made Yerushalayim, my refuge, the Most High, your dwelling place. No evil befalls you, and a plague does not come near your tent. For he commands his messengers concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent you trample underfoot. Because he cleaves to me in love, therefore I deliver him. I set him on high, because he has known my name. When he calls to me, I answer him. I am with him in distress. I deliver him and esteem him. With long life, I show him my deliverance. O Yorewa Shenien, hear my prayer and let my cry come to you. Do not conceal your face from me, my God. In the day of my distress, incline your ear to me. In the day I call, answer me speedily, for my days are consumed like smoke, and my bones are burned like a hearth. My heart is stricken and withered like grass, and for I have forgotten to eat my bread. Because of the sound of my sighing, my bones have cleaved to my flesh. I have been like a pelican of the wilderness. I have been like an owl of the desert. I have watched, and I am as a bird alone on the housetop. My enemies reproach me all day long. Those who rave against me have sworn against me. For I have eaten ashes like bread and mixed my drink with tears, because of your displeasure and your wrath. For you have lifted me up and thrown me down. My days are like a shadow that lengthens, and I wither away like grass. But you, Yorewa Shenien, shall be enthroned forever, and the remembrance of you be to all generations. You yourself shall arise and have compassion on Zion, for the time to favor her, the appointed time has come. For your servants have been pleased with her stones, they have favored her dust. The nation shall fear the name of Yorewa Shenien, and all the sovereigns of the earth your esteem. For Yorewa Shenien shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his esteem, he shall turn unto the prayer of the destitute, and he shall not despise their prayer. This is written for a generation to come, so that a people to be created praise Yah. For he looked down from the height of his set-apart place. From heaven Yorewa Shenien viewed the earth to hear the groaning of the prisoner, to release those appointed to death, to declare the name of Yorewa Shenien in Zion, and his praise in Jerusalem. When people gather together in reigns to serve Yorewa Shenien, he has humbled my strength in the way. He has shortened my days. I said, O Humael, do not take me away in the midst of my days. Your years are throughout all generations. You did found the earth of old, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They shall perish, but you remain, and all of them grow old like a garment. You change them like a coat, and they are changed, but you are the same, and your years have no end. The sons of your servants continue, and their seed is established before you. Bless Yorewa Shenien, O my being, and all that is within me. Bless his set-apart name. Bless Yorewa Shenien, O my being, and do not forget all his dealings. Who forgives all your crookedness, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from destruction, who crowns you with loving commitment and compassion, who satisfies your desire with good. Your youth is renewed like the eagles. Yorewa Shenien is doing righteousness and right ruling for all the oppressed. He made known his ways in Moshe. He made known his ways to Moshe, his acts to the children of Yisra'ěl. Yorewa Shenien is compassionate in showing favor, patient and loving committed, and great in loving commitment. He does not always strive, nor mountain is forever, nor maintain for it forever. He has not done to us according to our sins, nor rewarded us according to our crookedness. For as the heavens are as high above the earth, so great is his loving commitment toward those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us. As a father has compassion for his children, so Yorewa Shenien has compassion for those who fear him. For he knows how we are made. He remembers that we are dust. Man's days are like grass and flower of the field, so it flourishes, and the wind blows over it, and it is no more. And it is placed no longer remembers it. But the loving commitment of Yorewa Shenien is from everlasting to everlasting upon those who fear him. His righteousness to the children's children, to those who guard his covenant, to those who remember his orders to do them. Yorewa Shenien has established his throne in the heavens, and his reign shall rule over them. Bless Yorewa Shenien, and you his messengers, mighty in power, who do his word, listening to the voice of his word. Bless Yerushalayim, all you his hosts, you his servants, who do his pleasure. Bless Yerushalayim, all his works, in all places of his rule. Bless Yerushalayim, O my being. Bless Yerushalayim, O my being. O Yerushalayim, my Elohim. You have been very great. You have put on excellency and splendor, covering yourself with light as with a garment, stretching out the heavens like a curtain. Who is laying the beams of his upper rooms in the waters, whom is making thick clouds of his chariot, who is walking on the wings of the wind, making his messengers the winds and his servants a flame of fire. He established the earth and its foundation, so it would not totter forever. You covered it with the deep as with the garment. The waters stood above the mountains. At your rebuke they flee. At the voice of your thunder they hurry away. They go up the mountains, they go down the valleys, to the place which you founded for them. You did set a boundary. They did not pass over it. They do not return to cover the earth. Who is sending the springs into the valleys? They flow among the hills. They give drink to the beasts of the field. Wild donkeys break their thirst. The birds of the heavens dwell beside them. They sing from between the branches, watering the hills of his upper rooms. The earth is satisfied with its fruit of your works, causing the grass to grow for the cattle and the plants for the service of mankind, to bring forth food from the earth, and wine that makes glad the heart of man, oil to make the face shine, and bread that sustains man's heart. The trees of Yerushalayim are satisfied, the cedars of Lebanon which he planted. Where the birds do make nests, the stork has her home in its fir trees. The high hills are for wild goats. Rocks are refuge for rock badgers. You made the moon for appointed times. The sun knows it's going down. You put darkness and it is night. And all the beasts of the forest creep. The young lions roaring for prey and seek the food from El. The sun rises. They withdraw and lie down in their dens. Man goes out to his work and to his labor till evening. O Yerushalayim, how many have been your work? You have made all of them in wisdom. The earth is filled with your possessions. There is the sea, great and wide, in which in innumerable swarms, living creatures, small and great. And there do the ships go, that Leviathan which you made, to play there. And all of them wait for you, to give their food in due season, to give them, to gather it, and they gather in. You open your hand, and they are satisfied with good. You conceal your face, and they are alarmed. You take away their breath, and they die and return to the dust. You send forth your spirit, and they are created. And you renew the face of the earth. The esteem of Yerushalayim is forever, rejoices. Yerushalayim rejoices in his works. He looks on the earth, and it trembles. He touches the mountains, and they smoke. I sing to Yerushalayim as long as I live. I sing praise to my Elohim while I exist. My meditation on him is sweet. I rejoice in Yerushalayim. Let sinners be consumed from the earth, and let the wrong be no more. Bless Yerushalayim, O my being. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. Give thanks to Yerushalayim. Call upon his name. Make known his deeds among the peoples. Sing to him, sing praise to him. Speak of all his wonders. Make your boast in his set-apart name. Let the hearts rejoice of those seeking Yerushalayim. Seek Yerushalayim and his strength. Seek his face always. Remember his wonders which he has done, his miracles, and the right ruling of his mouth. O seed of Abraham, his servant, children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is Yerushalayim, our Elohim. His right rulings are in all the earth. He has remembered his covenant forever. The word he commanded for 1,000 generations. The covenant he made with Abraham, and his oath with Ishak, and established it to Yaakov for a law, to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying to you, I give the land of Canaan, the portion of your inheritance. When they were few in number, few indeed, and sojourners in it, and they went about from one nation to another, from one reign to another people, he allowed no one to oppress them. He reproved sovereigns for their sakes, saying, do not touch my anointed ones, and do my prophets no evil. He called for scarcity of food in all the land. He cut off all the supply of bread. He sent ahead of them a man, Joseph, sold as a slave. They afflicted his feet with shackles. His neck was put in irons until the time of his word came. The word of Yerushalayim tried him. The sovereigns sent and released him. The rulers of the people let him loose. He made him master of his house and ruler over all of his possessions, to bind his chiefs at his pleasure, and to teach his elders wisdom. Then Yisra'ěl came to Mitzrayim, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham. And he increased his people greatly, and made them stronger than their enemies, and turned their heart to hate his people, to conspire against his servants. He sent Moses, his servant, Aaron, whom he had chosen. They set among them the matters of his signs and wonders of the land of Ham. He sent darkness and made it dark, and they did not rebel against his word. He turned their waters into blood, and he killed their fish. Their land teemed with frogs in the rooms of their sovereigns. He spoke, and swarms of fly came, gnats in all their borders. He gave them hail for rain and flaming fire in the land. He struck their vines and their fig trees, and broke down their borders. He spoke, and locusts came, and larvae and innumerable. And they devoured all the plants in their land, and devoured the fruit of their ground. And he struck all the firstborn in their land, and the first fruit with all their strength. He brought them out with silver and gold, and among his tribes no one faltered. Mitzrayim was glad when they left, for the fear of them had fallen upon them. He spread a cloud for a covering, and a fire to give them light by night. And they asked, and he brought quail, and satisfied them with the bread of heaven. He opened a rock, and gave water to gush out, and ran in the dry places a river, for he remembered his set-apart word to Abraham his servant. So he brought out his servant with joy, his chosen ones with singing. And he gave to them the lands of the nations, and they inherited the labor of peoples, in order that they might guard his laws and watch over his Torah. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. Oh, give thanks to Yerushalayim, for he is good, for his loving commitment is everlasting. Who does relate to the mighty acts of Yerushalayim, or declare his praise? Blessed are those who guard right ruling, who do righteousness at all times. Remember me, O Yerushalayim, in the acceptance of your people. Visit me with your deliverance, to see the good of your chosen ones, to rejoice in the gladness of your nation, to make my boast with your inheritance. We have sinned with our fathers, we have acted perversely, we have done wrong. Our fathers in Mitzrayim did not understand your wonders. They did not remember your many loving commitments, but rebelled by the sea of reeds. But he saved them for his name's sake, to make known his might, and he rebuked the sea of reeds and dried it up. And he led them through the depths, through the wilderness. And he saved them from the hand of the hater, and redeemed them from the hand of the enemy. And waters covered their adversaries, not one of them was left. Then they believed his wonders, they sang his praise, they soon forgot his works, they did not wait for his counsel, but greedily lusted in the wilderness, and tried El in the desert. He gave their request, but sent leanness within their being. And they were jealous of Moses and the camp and Aaron, and the set apart one of Yerushalayim. Then the earth opened and swallowed Dathan, covered the company of Aaron, and a fire burned in their company, a flame consumed the wrong. And they made a calf in Horeb, and bowed down to a molded image. Thus they changed my esteem into the form of an ox that eats grass. They forget El, their Savior, the doer of great deeds in Mizraim, of wonders in the land of Ham, of awesome deeds of the Sea of Reeds. Then he said he would destroy them. Had not Moses, his chosen one, stood up before in the breach to turn away his wrath from destroying them. They despised the pleasant land. They did not believe his words, and they grumbled in their tents. They did not listen to the voice of Yerushalayim. So he lifted up his hand in an oath against them to make them fall in the wilderness, and to make their seed fall among the nations, to scatter them in the lands. And they joined themselves to Baal Peor, and ate slaughterings made to the dead. Thus they provoked him with their dead, and the plagues broke out among them. Phinehas stood up and intervened, and the plague was stopped, and that was reckoned to him as righteousness to a generation forever. And they provoked wrath at the waters of Meribah, and Moshe suffered on account of them, because they embittered his spirit, and he spoke rashly with his lips. They did not destroy the peoples, as Yerushalayim had commanded them, but mixed with the nations, and learned their works, and served their idols, and they became a snare to them. And they slaughtered their sons and their daughters to demons, and they shed innocent blood, and the blood of their sons and daughters, whom they slaughtered to the idols of Canaan, and the land was defiled with blood. So they became unclean by their own works, and went whoring by their own deeds, and the wrath of Yerushalayim burned against his people. And he loathed his own inheritance. Then he gave them into the hand of the nations, and those who hated them ruled over them, and their enemies oppressed them. And they were humbled under their hand. Many times he delivered them, but they rebelled in their plans, and so they were brought low for their crookedness. But he looked on their distress when he heard their cry, and remembered his covenant. For their sake he relent according to the greatness of his loving commitment. And he would let them find compassion before all those holding them captive. Save us, O Yerushalayim, our Elohim, and gather us from among the nations, Father, to give thanks to your set-apart name, to exalt in your name. Blessed be Yerushalayim, Elohim of Yisra'ěl, from everlasting to everlasting, and all the people shall say, Amen. Praise Yah. Give thanks to Yerushalayim, for he is good. For his loving commitment is everlasting. For the redeemed of Yerushalayim say so, whom he has redeemed from the hand of the adversary, and gathered out of the lands, from east and from west and from north and from south. They wandered in a wilderness, in a desert place, in a desert way. They found no city to dwell in, hungry and thirsty. Their being in them grew faint. Then they cried out to Yerushalayim in their distress. He delivered them out of their troubles, and he guided them by the right hand, by the right way, to the city to settle. To give them thanks, to go to a city to settle, let them give thanks to Yerushalayim for her loving commitment, and his wonders to the children of men, for he has satisfied a loving being, and he has filled a hungry being with goodness. Some sat in darkness and in the shadow of death, bound in affliction and irons, because they rebelled against the words of El, and despised the counsel of the Most High. And he humbled their heart by toil. They stumbled, and there was no one to help. And they cried out to Yerushalayim in their distress, and he saved them out of their troubles. He brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death, and he broke down their chains in pieces. Let them give thanks to Yerushalayim for his loving commitment, and his wonders to the children of men. For he has broken the gates of bronze, and he has cut the bars of iron in two. Fools, because of their transgression, and because of their crookedness, were afflicted. were being loathed at all food, and they drew near to the gates of death, and cried out to Yerushalayim in their distress. He saved them out of all their troubles. He sent his word and healed them, and delivered them from their destructions. Let them give thanks to Yerushalayim for his loving commitment and his wonders to the children of men. And let them slaughter slaughterings of thanksgiving and relate his works with rejoicing. Let those who go down to the sea in ships, doing work in many waters, they see the works of Yerushalayim and his wonders in the deep. For he commands and raises the stormy wind, which lifts up the waves of the sea. They go up to the heavens, they go down to the depths. Their being is melted because of evil. They celebrate and stagger like a drunkard, and all their wisdom is swallowed up. And they cry out to Yerushalayim in their distress, and he brings them out of their troubles. He caused the storm to be still, so that its waves were silent, and they rejoice because they were hushed. And he leads them to the haven of their delight. Let them give thanks to Yerushalayim for his loving commitment, for his wonders to the children of men. And let them exalt him in the assembly of the peoples, and praise him in the seat of the elders. He makes rivers become a wilderness, and the foundations of the water become a dry land. A land of fruit becomes a salty desert for the evil of those who dwell in it. It makes the wilderness become a pool of water, and the dry land become fountains of the waters. And he causes the hungry to dwell there, and they build a city to settle in it. And they sow fields and plant vineyards, and they make fruits of increase. And he blesses them, and they increase greatly, and he lets not their cattle diminish. And when they are diminished and brought low through oppression, evil, and sorrow, he pours scorn on nobles, and causes them to wander in the pathless waste. But he raises up the poor of the affliction. But he raises the poor up from affliction, and makes their clans like a flock. The straight ones see and rejoice, and all the uprightness shuts its mouth, and all the unrighteousness shuts its mouth. Who is wise? Let him observe these matters. Let them understand the loving commitments of Yerushalayim. In that day, Yerushalayim, with his severe sword, great and strong, punishes Leviathan the fleeing serpent, Leviathan the twisted serpent, and he shall kill the monster that is in the sea. And in that day, sing to her a vineyard of red wine. I, Yerushalayim, do guard it. I water it every moment, lest any hurt it. I guard it at night and day. Wrath is not in me. Who would set thorn bushes and weeds against me in battle? I would go through them. I would burn them together. Oh, let him take hold of my strength and make peace with me. Let him make peace with me. Those who come, he causes to take root in Jacob, and Yisra'ěl shall blossom and bud, and they shall fill the face of the world with fruit. He has smitten him as he struck the ones who were striking him? Or as a killer was he killed as he was killing? In measure, by sending her away, you contended with her. He shall take away by his rough wind in the day of the east wind. Therefore, by the crookedness of Jacob is covered. And this is the fruit of the taking away of his sin, when he makes all the stones of the slaughter places like chalk stones. that are beaten to dust, Asherim and sun pillars rise no more. For the city of defense is lonely, and home forsaken and left like a wilderness. There the calf feeds, and there it lies down, and shall consume its branches. When its twigs are dry, they are broken off. Women come and set them on fire. For it is a people of no understanding. Therefore he who made them has no compassion on them, and he who formed them shows them no favor. In that day it shall be that Yerushalayim threshes from the channel of the river of the Wadi of Mitzrayim, and ye shall be gathered one by one, O children of Yisra'ěl. And in that day it shall be that a great shofar is blown, and those who were perishing in the land of Ashur and the outcasts in the land of Mitzrayim shall come and shall worship Yerushalayim on the set-apart mountain in Yisrael. Woe to the proud crown of the drunkards of Ephraim, and to the fading flower of its splendid comeliness that is on the head of the fertile valley. To those who are overcome with wine, see Yerushalayim as one who is strong and present and potent, like a downpour of hail and a destroying storm, like a flood of mighty waters overflowing, who cast down to the earth with the hand. And the proud crown of the drunkards of Ephraim is trampled underfoot, and the fading flower of its splendid comeliness that is on the head of the fertile valley. That the first fruit before summer, which when one sees it, he's up, while it's still in his hand. In that day, Yerushalayim of hosts is for a crown of splendor, and a headdress of comeliness to the remnant of his people, and a spirit of right ruling to him who sits in right ruling, a strength to those who turn back to the battle at the gate, and these two have gone astray through wine, and through strong drink wandered about. Priest and prophet have gone astray through strong drink. They are swallowed up by wine. They wander about through strong drink, and they go astray in vision. They stumble in right ruling. For all tables shall be covered with vomit, no place without filth. Whom would he teach knowledge? And whom would he make to understand the message? Those weaned from milk, those taken from the breasts. For it is command upon command, command upon command, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, there a little. For with a jabbering lip and a foreign tongue he speaks to this people, to whom he said, this is the rest, give rest to the weary, and this is the refreshing. But they would not hear. But the word of Yerushalayim was to them command upon command, command upon command, line upon line, line upon line, here or there, here a little, there a little, so that they go and shall stumble backward, and broken and snared and taken captive. Therefore hear the word of Yerushalayim, you men of scorn, who rule this people, who are in Jerusalem. Because you have said, we have made a covenant with death, with Sheol we have effected a vision. When the overflowing scourge passes through, it does not come to us. For we have made lying our refuge, and under falsehood we have concealed ourselves. Therefore, thus says the Master Yerushalayim, see, I am laying in Zion a stone for a foundation, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a settled foundation. He who trusts shall not hasten away. And I shall make right ruling the measuring line, and righteousness the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lying, and the waters overflow the concealed place, and your covenant with death shall be annulled, and your vision with Sheol not stand. When an overflowing scourge passes through, then you shall be trampled down by it. As often as it passes through, it shall take you. For it shall pass through every morning, and by day and by night, and it shall be only trembling to understand the message. For the bed shall be too short for a man to stretch out on, and the covering be too narrow to wrap himself in. For Yerushalayim rises up as at the mount of Perazim, as he swore, and he is wroth as at the valley of Gibeon, to do his works, his strange work, and to do his deed, his strange deed. And now, do not be scoffers, lest your bonds be made strong. For I have heard from Master Yerushalayim of hosts, a destruction is decreed upon all the earth. Give ear and hear my voice. Listen and hear my word. Does the plowman keep plowing all day long to sow? Does he keep turning the soil and breaking the clods? When he has leveled its surface, does he not sow and caraway and scatter cumin, plant weeds and row, and barley's appointed place and spelt in his place? For he instructs him for right ruling, his Elohim teaches him. For caraway is not threshed with the threshing sledge, nor is the wagon wheel rolled over cumin. But caraway is beaten out with a stick, and cumin with a rod. Grain is crushed, so one does not go on threshing it forever, nor break it with its wagon wheel, nor crush it with the horseman. Even this has come from Yerushalayim of hosts, who did wonders in counsel, who made great wisdom. Listen to me, O coastlands, and hear, you peoples from afar. Yerushalayim has called me from the womb. From my mother's belly he has caused my name to be remembered. And he made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand he hid me and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver he concealed me. And he said to me, you are my servant, O Yisra'ěl, to whom I am adorned. I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for emptiness and in vain. But my right ruling is with Yerushalayim, and my work with my Elohim. And now said Yerushalayim, who formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob back to him, though Israel is not gathered to him. Yet I am esteemed in the eyes of Yerushalayim, and my Elohim has been my strength. And he said, shall it be a small matter for you to be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to bring back the preserved ones of Israel? And I shall give you as a light to the nations, to be my deliverance to the ends of the earth. Thus says Yerushalayim, the Redeemer of Israel, their set-apart one, to the despised, to the loathed one of the nation, to the servant of rulers. Sovereigns shall see and arise, rulers also shall bow themselves, because of Yerushalayim, who is steadfast, the set-apart one of Israel, and he has chosen you. And thus says Yerushalayim, in a favorable time I shall answer you, and in the day of deliverance I shall help you. And I guard you, and give you for a covenant of the people, to restore the earth, to cause them to inherit the ruined inheritances, to say to the prisoners, come out, go out. To those who are in darkness, show yourselves. Let them feed on the ways, let the pasture be on all bare hills. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither heat nor sun strike them, for he who has compassion on them shall lead them, even by fountains of water guide them. And I shall make all my mountains a way, and my highways raised up. See these from afar, and these from the north, and from the west, and these from the land of Sinam. Sing, O heavens, rejoice, O earth, and break out into singing, O mountains. For Yerushalayim shall comfort his people and have compassion on his afflicted ones. But Zion says, Yerushalayim has forsaken me, and Yerushalayim has forgotten me. Would a woman forget her nursing child and have no compassion on the son of her womb? Though they forget, I never forget you. See, I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are always before me. Your sons shall hurry your destroyers, and those who laid you waste depart from you. Lift up your eyes round about and see, all of them gather together. And they come to you as I live, declares Yerushalayim. You shall put all of them on as an ornament, and bind them on as a bride does, for your waste places and your deserted places, and your land, the land of your destruction, shall soon be too narrow for the inhabitants, while those who swallowed you up are far away. The sons of your bereavement shall say in your ears, this place is too narrow for me, make room for me to live. And you shall say in your heart, who has borne me these, since I was bereaved and barren and exiled and wandered to and fro? And who reared these? See, I was left alone. From where did these come? Thus says the Master Yerushalayim. See, I lift up my hand to the nations, and set my banner for the peoples. And they shall bring your sons in their arms, and your daughters carried on their shoulders. And sovereign shall be your foster fathers, and your sovereigness your nursing mothers. They bow down to you with their faces to the earth, and lick the dust of your feet. And you shall know that I am Yerushalayim. Those who wait for me shall not be ashamed. Is prey taken for the mighty, and captives of the righteous delivered? Yet thus says Yerushalayim, even the captives of the mighty are taken away, and the prey of the ruthless is delivered. And I strike him who strives with you, and I save your children. And I shall feed those who oppress you with their own flesh, and let them drink their own blood as sweet wine. All flesh shall know that I, Yerushalayim, am your Savior and your Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Hear this, O house of Jacob. You who are called by the name of Yisra'ěl, and have come from the waters of Yehuda, who swear by the name of Yehuda, Yerushalayim, and profess the Elohim of Israel, though not in truth and not in righteousness, for they call themselves out of the set-apart city and lean on the Elohim of Israel. Yerushalayim of hosts is his name. I have declared the former events from the beginning, and they went forth from my mouth, and I made you hear them. Suddenly I acted, and they came to be. Because I knew that you were hard, and your neck was an iron sinew, and your forehead bronze. Therefore I declared it to you long ago. For it came, I made you hear, lest you should say, my idol has done them, and my carved image and my molded image commanded them. You have heard. Let them all look at them all. And do you not declare it? From now on I shall make you hear new ones, even hidden ones, which you have not known. Now they shall be created, and not long ago, as before this day, you have not heard them, lest you say, look, I knew them. No, you have not heard. No, you have not known. No, from of old your ear has not been opened, because I knew that you are indeed treacherous, and are called a transgressor from the womb. For my name's sake I postponed my displeasure, and for my praise I held it back from you, so as not to cut you off. See, I have refined you, but not as silver. I have chosen you in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, I do it. For how is it profaned, and how my esteem I do not give to another? Listen to me, O Jacob, and Israel, my called. I am he. I am the first, I am the last. Also my hand has laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand has stretched out the heavens. I call to them, let them stand together. All of you, gather yourselves and hear. Who among them has declared this? Yerushalayim has loved him. Let him do his pleasure on Babel, and his arm be on the Kasdim. Let him do his pleasure on Babel, and his arm be on the Kasdim. I have spoken, I have also called him, I have brought him, and I shall make his way prosperous. Come near to me, hear this. I have not spoken in concealment from the beginning. From the time that it was, I was there, and now the Master Yerushalayim has sent me and his Spirit. Thus says Yerushalayim, your Redeemer, the set-apart one of Yisra'ěl. I am Yerushalayim, your Elohim, teaching you what is best, leading you by the way you should go. If only you had listened to my commands, then your peace would have been like a river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea, and your seed would have been like the sand, and the offspring of your inward parts like the grains of the sand. His name would not have been cut off nor destroyed before me. Come out of Babel, flee from the Kasdim. Declare this with a voice of singing, proclaim it, send it out to the end of the earth. Say, Yerushalayim has redeemed his servant Jacob, and they did not thirst when he led them through the deserts. He caused waters from the rock to flow for them. He split the rock, and waters gushed out. There is no peace for the wrong, said Yerushalayim. And the word of Yerushalayim came to me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Yisra'ěl, who prophesy, and say, to those who prophesy out of their own heart, hear the word of Yerushalayim. Thus says the Master, Yerushalayim, what are the foolish prophets who are following their own spirit without having had a vision? O Yisra'ěl, you prophets have been like foxes among ruins. You have not gone up into the breaches, nor do you build a wall for the house of Israel to stand in the battle on the day of Yerushalayim. Their visions are false, and their divinations a lie, saying, Thus declares Yerushalayim, when Yerushalayim has not sent them. Yet they expected the word to be confirmed. Have you not seen a false vision, and have you not spoken a divination of lies? You say, Yerushalayim, when I have not spoken. Therefore thus says the Master Yerushalayim, because you have spoken falsehood and seen lies, therefore see, I am against you, declares the Master Yerushalayim. My hand shall be against the prophets who see falsehood and who divine lies. They shall not be in the council of my people, nor be written in the record of the house of Israel. They shall not enter the land of Israel. They shall not enter the land of Israel. And you shall know that I am the Master Yerushalayim. Because yes, they have led my people astray, saying peace, when there is no peace. And when one is building a wall, see, they are coating it with whitewash. Say to those who coat it with whitewash, it shall fall. There shall be flooding and rain, and you, O great hailstones, fall, and a storming wind breaks it down. And see, the wall shall fall. Shall you not be asked, where is the coating with which you coated it? Therefore thus says the Master Yerushalayim, I shall break down with a stormy wind and my wrath, and a flooding rain in my displeasure, the great hailstones and wrath to consume. I shall throw down the wall you have coated with whitewash, and bring it down to the ground, and its foundation shall be uncovered, and it shall fall, and you shall be consumed in the midst of it, and you shall know that I am Yerushalayim. So I shall complete my wrath on the wall and those coating it with whitewash, and say to you, the wall is no more, nor those whitewashing it. The prophets of Yisra'ěl, who are prophesying concerning Yisra'ěl, and who are seeing visions of peace for her when there is no peace, declares Master Yerushalayim. And you, son of man, set your face against the daughters of your people, who are prophesying out of their own heart, and prophesy against them. And you shall say, this is what Yerushalayim said, woe to the women sewing cushions for all joints of the hand, and those making veils for the heads of the people of every size. To hunt beings, you hunt the beings of my people, while you keep alive your own beings. And you profaned me among my people for handfuls of barley and for pieces of bread, to put to death beings that should not die, and to keep alive beings who should not live. By your lying to my people who listen to lies. Therefore thus says Master Yerushalayim, see, I am against your cushions, your bracelets, your red bracelets, by which you hunt the beings like little birds, and I shall tear them from your arms, and shalt let the beings go, and the beings you hunt like birds, I shall tear off your veils, and shall deliver my people out of your hand. And they shall no longer be as a prey in your hand, and you shall know that I am Yerushalayim. Because with falsehood you have made the heart of the righteous sad, whom I have not made sad. And you have strengthened the hands of the wrong, so that he does not turn from his evil way to keep him alive. Therefore you shall no longer see false visions, nor practice divination, and I shall deliver my people out of your hand, and you shall know that I am Yerushalayim. And the word of Yerushalayim came to me, saying, Son of man, set your face toward Israel, set your face towards Jerusalem, and drop word against the set-apart places, and prophesy against the land of Yisra'ěl. You shall say to the land of Yisra'ěl, thus says Yerushalayim, see, I am against you, and I shall draw my sword out of its sheath, and cut off from you the righteous and the wrong, because I shall cut off from you the righteous and the wrong. Therefore my sword shall go out of its sheath against all flesh, from south to north. And all flesh shall know that I, Yerushalayim, have drawn my sword out of its sheath, and not to turn back again. And you, son of man, sigh with the breaking of loins, and sigh with bitterness before their eyes. And it shall be when they say to you, why are you sighing? And you shall say, because of the report that is coming, and every heart shall melt, and all hands shall go limp, and every spirit faint, and all knees become weak as water. See, it is coming, and it shall be, declares Master Yodewah. And the word of Yodewah Shenian came to me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and you shall say, thus says Yodewah Shenian, say, a sword is sharpened and also polished. It is sharpened to make slaughter. It is polished to flash like lightning. Or shall we rejoice? Or shall we rejoice? My son, you have despised the rod, every stick. And he has given it to this polished, and he has given it to be polished, to be taken by the hand. This sword is sharpened and polished, to be given into the hand of the killer. Cry and wail, son of man, for it shall be on my people and all the leaders of Yisra'ěl. They shall be delivered to that sword together with my people. Therefore strike your thigh, for it is a terror. What if even... For it is a terror. What if it even despises the rod? Shall it not be? Declares Master Yodewah Shenian. And you, son of man, prophesy, and strike your hand striking, and let the sword come down thrice, sword. For the slain, and the sword of the slain, the great one, which surrounds them. I have set the point of the sword against all their gates, to melt the heart, and that overthrow by many, and to be overthrown by many. Ah, it is made like lightning, keen for slaughter. Sharpen yourself on the right, and set yourself on the left, wherever your edge is appointed. And two, I shall strike my hands together and cause my wrath to rest. Yodewah Shenian has spoken, and the word of Yodewah Shenian came to me again, saying, you son of man, appoint yourself 2 ways for the sword of the sovereign of Babel, to go both of them, coming from one land, and place a signpost, put it at the head, on the way to the city. Appoint a way for the sword to go for Rabbah of the Amorites, and to the Judah, and to the walled Jerusalem. For the sovereign of Babel shall stand at the parting of the way, at the fork of the 2 ways, to practice divination. He shall shake the arrows, and he shall ask the house of idols. He shall look at the liver. In his right hand shall be the divination for Jerusalem, to set it up battering rams, to call for murder, to lift up the voice with shouting, to set battering rams against the gates, to heap up a siege mound, to build a wall. And it shall be to them as a false divination in the eyes of those who have sworn oaths to them. But he is bringing their crookedness to remembrance, so that they are taken. Therefore thus says the Master Yodewah Shenian, because you have made your crookedness to be remembered, and that your transgressions are uncovered, so that your sins are seen in all your deeds. Because you have been remembered, you were taken by hand, and to you, O profane wrong one, leader of Yisra'ěl, whose day has come, in the time of the crookedness of the end. Thus says Master Yodewah, remove the turban, take off the crown, this shall not remain, exalt the humble, and humbled the exalted. Overthrown. I make it overthrown. It shall be no longer until he comes to whom it right belongs, and I shall give it. And you, son of man, prophesy and say, thus says the Master Yodewah Shenian, concerning the Amorites and concerning their reproach. You shall say, a sword, and a sword, drawing for slaughter, polished to the utmost for lightnings. When they see false visions for you, while they divine a lie to you, to put you on the necks of the profaned ones, the wrong ones whose day has come, time of the crookedness of the end. Return it to its sheath. In the place where you were created, in the land of your origin, I shall judge you, and I shall pour out my displeasure on you, blow against you with the fire of my wrath, and shall give you into the hands of beastly men skilled to destroy. You're to be fuel for the fire. Your blood is in the midst of the land. You are not to be remembered, for I, Yerushalayim, have forspoken. Oh. The messenger of Yerushalayim answered and said, O Yerushalayim of hosts, how long would you have no compassion on Yisra'ěl and on the cities of Yehuda, against which you were enraged these 70 years? And Yerushalayim answered the messenger who talked to me in good works, confirming words. And the messenger who spoke with me said to me, proclaim, saying, thus says Yerushalayim of hosts, I have been jealous for Yisra'ěl and for Zion with great jealousy. And I am very wroth with the nations who are at ease, for when I was a little wroth, they furthered the evil. Therefore thus says Yerushalayim, I shall return to Jerusalem with compassion. My house shall be built in it, declares Yerushalayim of hosts, and a survivor's line be stretched out over Jerusalem. Again proclaim, saying, thus says Yerushalayim of hosts, again my city shall overthrow with goodness, and Yerushalayim shall again comfort Zion, and shall again choose Jerusalem. And I lifted up my eyes and looked and saw 4 horns. And I said to the messenger who was speaking me, what are these? And he said to me, these are the horns of the scattered Yehuda, Jerusalem and Jerusalem. And Yerushalayim showed me 4 craftsmen. I said, what are these coming to do? And he spoke and said, these are the horns that scattered Yehuda, so that one lifted up his head, but these came to trouble them, to throw down the horns of the nations that lifted up their horn against the land of Yehuda, to scatter it. And I lifted up my eyes and looked, and saw a man with a measuring line in his hand. And I said, where are these going? And he said to me, to measure Jerusalem, to see what is its width and what is its length. And see, the messenger who was speaking to me was going out, and another messenger was coming out to meet him. And he said to him, run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem is to remain unwalled, because of the many men and livestock in it. For I myself am to her, declares Yerushalayim, a wall of fire all around, and for a steam I am in her midst. Oh. And flee from the land of the north, declares Yerushalayim, for I have scattered you like the 4 winds of the heavens, declares Yerushalayim. O Zion, escape, you who dwell with the daughter of Babel. For thus says Yerushalayim of hosts, for the sake of esteem he sent me to the nations which plundered you. For he who touches you touches the apple of my eye. For look, I am waving my hand against them, and they shall become spoil for their servants. And you shall know that I, Yerushalayim of hosts, has sent me. And you shall know that Yerushalayim of hosts has sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter Zion, for look, I am coming, and shall dwell in your midst, declares Yerushalayim, and many nations shall be joined to Yerushalayim in that day. Many nations shall be joined to Yerushalayim in that day, and they shall become my people, and I shall dwell in your midst, and you shall know that Yerushalayim of hosts has sent me to you. And Yerushalayim shall inherit Yehuda, his portion in the set-apart land, and he shall choose again Jerusalem. Hush, all flesh, before Yerushalayim, for he has roused himself out of his set-apart dwelling. And he showed me Yahushua, the high priest, standing before the messenger of Yerushalayim, and Satan standing at his right hand to be an adversary to him. And Yerushalayim said to Satan, Yerushalayim, rebuke you, Satan. Yerushalayim, who has chosen Jerusalem, rebuke you. Is this not the brand plucked from the fire? And Yahushua was dressed in filthy garments, and was standing before the messenger. And he answered and spoke to those who stood before him, saying, remove the filthy garments from him. And to him he said, see, I have removed your guilt from you, and shall put costly robes on you. And I said, let them put a clean turban on his head. Then they put a clean turban on his head, and they put garments on him, and the messenger of Yerushalayim stood by. And the messenger of Yerushalayim witnessed to Yehoshua, saying, thus says Yerushalayim of hosts, if you walk in my ways, and if you guard my duty, then you shall also rule my house, and also guard my courts. And I shall give you access among these standing here. Now listen, Yehoshua, the high priest, you and your companions who sit before you, for they are men of symbol. For look, I am bringing forth my servant, the branch. See the stone which I have put before Yahushua, on one stone are 7 eyes. See, I am engraving its inscription, declares Yerushalayim of hosts, and I shall remove the guilt of that land in one day. In that day, declares Yerushalayim of hosts, you shall invite one another under the vine and under the fig tree. And the messenger who was speaking to me came back and woke me up as a man awakened from sleep. And he said to me, what do you see? So I said, I have looked, and I see a lampstand of all gold, with a bowl on top of it, and the stand 7 lamps and 7 spouts and to the 7 lamps. And the 2 olive trees, who are they? And the 2 olive trees are by it, one at the right of the bowl and the other at its left. Then I responded and spoke to the messenger who was speaking to me, saying, what are these, my master? And the messenger who was speaking with me answered and said, do you not know what these are? And he said, no, my master. And he said to me, this is the word of Yerushalayim of Zerubbabel, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said Yerushalayim of hosts. Who are you, great mountain before Zerubbabel? The one born in Babel? A plain, And he shall bring forth the capstone with shoutings of favor to it. And the word of Yerushalayim came to me, saying, The hands of Zerubbabel, the one born in Babel, have laid the foundation of his house, and his hand shall complete it. And you shall know that Yerushalayim of hosts has sent me to you, for he despised the day of small beginnings. They shall rejoice when they see the plumb line in the hand of Zerubbabel. These 7 are the eyes of Yerushalayim, which diligently search throughout all the earth. Then I responded to them, saying to them, What are these 2 olive trees, one at the right of the lampstand and the other on the left? And I responded a second time and said to him, What are these 2 olive branches, which empty gold and oil from themselves by means of the 2 golden pipes? And he answered me and said, Do you not know what these are? And I said, No, my master. And he said, These are the 2 anointed ones, who stand beside the master of all the earth. And I lifted up my eyes again, and I looked, and I saw a flying scroll. And he said to me, What do you see? And I answered, A flying scroll, 20 cubits long and 10 cubits wide. And he said to me, This is the curse that goes forth over the face of all the earth. Everyone who's stealing shall go unpunished. Everyone who is stealing shall go unpunished on the one side, according to it, and everyone who is sworn falsely shall go unpunished on the other side, according to it. I shall send it out, declares Yerushalayim of hosts, and it shall come into the house of the thief, and the house of the one who shall swear falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it, both its timber and stones. And the messenger who was speaking with me came out and said to me, Lift up your eyes now and see what this is that is going forth. And I said, What is it? And he said, It is an ephah measure that is going forth. Again he said, This is their appearance throughout the earth. This is their appearance throughout the earth. And see, a lead cover lifted up, and a woman sitting inside the ephah measure. And he said, This is wrongness. And he threw her down in the depths of the ephah measure, and threw the lead weight over its mouth. And I lifted up my eyes, and I looked, and saw 2 women coming with wind in their wings, and they had wings like the wings of a stork. And they lifted up the ephah measure between earth and the heavens. Then I said to the messenger who was speaking to me, Where are they taking this ephah measure? And he said to me, To build a house for it in the land of Shinar, and it shall be established and set up there on its base. And I lifted up my eyes again, and looked and saw 4 chariots coming from between 2 mountains. And the mountains were mountains of bronze. And with the first chariot were red horses, and with the second chariot black horses, and with the third chariot white horses, and with the fourth chariot strong speckled horses. So I responded and said to the messenger who was speaking to me, What are these, my master? And the messenger answered and said, These are the 4 spirits of the heavens coming forth from presenting themselves before the master of all the earth. The one with the black horses is going out to the land of the north, and the white ones have gone out after them, and the speckled ones have gone out to the land of the south, and the strong ones went out eager to go out and to and fro in the earth. And he said, Go, walk to and fro in the earth. So they walked to and fro in the earth, And he called to me and spoke to me, saying, See, those who go toward the land of the north have given rest to my spirit in the land of the north. And the word of Yerushalayim came to me, saying, Receive the gifts from the exiles, from Heldai, Tobiah, Ediah, who have come from Babel. Then you shall go to the same day and into the house of Yisra'ěl, son of Zephaniah, and you shall take the silver and gold and make a crown, and you shall set it on the head of Yahushua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and shall speak to him, saying, This said Yerushalayim of hosts, saying, See, the man whose name is the branch, and from his place he shall branch out, and he shall build the Hechel of Yerushalayim. It is he who is going to build the Hechel of Yerushalayim. It is he who is going to bear the splendor, and he shall sit and rule on his throne, and shall be a priest on his throne. And the counsel of peace shall be between them both. And shall be a priest on his throne, and the counsel of peace shall be between them both. While the crown is for remembrance, and the hell, while the crown is for a remembrance in the Hechel of Yerushalayim, and to Tobiah, and to Yehuda, and to the son of Zephaniah. And those who are far away shall come and build the Hechel of Yerushalayim. And you shall know that Yerushalayim of hosts has sent me to you, and this shall be, if you diligently obey the voice of Yerushalayim your Elohim. In a little less than a year, Jerusalem will be untroubled, for it is trusted in Mitzrayim, which is to her today America. And Yisra'ěl is compared to Edom. For as in the days of old, when Herod and the Romans were in Yisra'ěl, and they put my master and my everlasting Father upon the cross, the Edomites ruled then, which were called the snakes, vipers, which long ago sovereigns of Yehuda made agreements with Edom, and swallowed up Edom into Yisra'ěl, and Edom and many of the men of Edom snuck into the rulership of all of Yisrael, Yisrael. And when the second temple was torn down and Israel was scattered, the Edomites, which had now sowed its seed within the children of Yisra'ěl and Yehuda, were scattered with them. And when Jerusalem was gathered again in our lifetime, Edom was also gathered with them. And many in Israel who think they're Jews or think they're Israelis actually have the blood of Edom and mingled with a little of Yisra'ěl, many of its leaders, but not all. For many of them are Yehudim, not Jews, they're Yaz. And Ephraim is the fulfillment of the nations, which are spread out over the world. America has many Ephraimites. I myself, a Yehudim. I'm sure I have mingled blood of the Ephraimites too, and others, like we all do. And even some of their leaders are Ishmaelites, although they say they're Jews. And that's not to offend Ishmael. Ishmael is my brother as much as Isaac and as much as Abraham's third wife. Abraham was promised all that land. And I believe by modern day Israel, whose leaders, some are from Edom still, who also have the blood of Ishmaelites and the venom of vipers, have added sin to sin by the amount of wars. And it's odd and funny because if they were held to a blood test and DNA test and found out they were Ishmaelites and Edomites and also Assyrians, they themselves, the leaders who chose to do this war, because they provoked and then allowed a war to come into them to instigate this war, have them themselves been crushing and killing their own blood. Shame upon shame. So in a little more than a year, and I'm sure between this time and that they will try to build a temple, which the Elohim they worship now is not the Elohim of truth. It is a Baal, and it is wrong. And if they try to build this temple, it will be destroyed, and much in the land, and much will die, righteous and unrighteous. But faithful will survive, and those who call upon the name of Yerushalayim, Yeshua the Messiah, they will be saved. And I believe in those words of Isaiah that